Welcome to Chinese history and mythology.
Hello friends, welcome back. Welcome back to Chinese history and mythology. Friends, let us continue. After Duke Jing of Qi returned from Pingqiu, he looked calm on the surface and formed an alliance with Jin, but in his heart he could see it clearly. Duke Zhao of Jin had no real vision. So Duke Jing began to think again. He wanted to push Qi one step higher and walk the old hegemon path of Duke Huan. He asked Yan Ying, "Jin is trying to dominate the northwest. Can we not dominate the southeast?" Yan Ying said, "If you want to be a hegemon, do not learn from Jin to build palaces and exhaust the people. The most important thing is to protect the people." Duke Jing pressed, "What counts as protecting them?" Yan Ying said, "Use fewer punishments and the people will not resent you. Reduce taxes and the people will be grateful. That is how our ancestors rose. You should learn that too." Duke Jing nodded. He removed some harsh penalties and opened the granaries to lend grain to the poor. The people immediately accepted him. After the state was steady inside, Duke Jing began to win over the eastern lords. The ruler of Zhou refused to answer the summons, so Duke Jing sent Tian Kaijiang to lead troops. In the battle at Pusui, Tian Kaijiang killed the Shu general Yingshuang and captured more than 500 men. The ruler of Shu was terrified and quickly asked for peace. Duke Jing then made an alliance with the rulers of Zhu and Tan at Pusui, and the ruler of Shu even offered the Jiafu Ding to beg for reassurance. Jin learned of it and still dared not pursue the matter. Qi's momentum rose little by little in this way. Duke Jing rewarded Tian Kaijiang. He also rewarded Gu Yezi for killing a giant turtle and saving the ruler, and he still raised the banner of Guests of 5 Chariots as an honor. Tian Kaijiang then recommended another man, Gong Sun Jie. This man was 1 zhang tall. His face was bluish-purple, his eyes bulged, and he could lift 1,000 jun with his strength. Duke Jing found him astonishing and brought him to hunt at Tong Mountain. Suddenly, a fierce tiger sprang out and rushed at the Duke's horse. Duke Jing was so frightened he almost lost his soul. Gongsun Ji jumped down from the chariot and met the tiger barehanded. With one hand, he seized the tiger by the back of the neck, and with the other, he smashed it again and again until he killed it on the spot, saving Duke Jing. Duke Jing was overjoyed and also granted him a Guest of 5 Chariots flag. In this way, Gongsun Jie, Tian Kaijiang, and Gu Yezi swore brotherhood and were called the 3 heroes of Qi. But the 3 relied on their merit and courage, bullied the towns, insulted the high ministers, and even dared to address Duke Jing as you and I. Duke Jing loved their bravery and did not take offense. There was also Liang Chuju at court, a man who only knew how to flatter and please. Duke Jing favored him greatly. Liang Chuju pleased Duke Jing at court, and outside the court he drew close to the 3 heroes to build his own power. At the same time, Chen Wuyu gained public support through heavy gifts. Yan Ying watched and felt heavy in his heart. He knew that once these people were tangled together, disaster would come sooner or later. He wanted to act more than once, but feared Duke Jing would be displeased and would turn it into a personal grudge. Just then, Duke Zhao of Lu could not get along with Duke Zhao of Jin and came to Qi in person to seek friendship. Duke Jing held a banquet to receive him. Shu Sun Nuo served as the ceremonial officer for Lu, and Yan Ying served as the ceremonial officer for Qi. The 3 heroes stood below the steps with swords at their waists, heads high, bellies out, and an air of looking down on everyone. When the wine had warmed the room, Yan Ying suddenly said, "The golden peaches in the orchard are ripe. Bring them to offer a blessing, to wish both rulers long life." Duke Jing agreed. Yan Ying added, "Golden peaches are rare. I will personally supervise the picking." Then he took the key and went. Duke Jing used the moment to explain the origin to Duke Zhao of Lu. "These peach pits were presented by a man from the Eastern Sea in my late father's time. They are called the golden peaches of 10,000 years, also called pan peaches. For more than 30 years they only bloomed and never bore fruit. This year they finally produced a few. I feared people would ruin them, so I locked the garden gate. Today you have come, and I dare not enjoy them alone. I will bring them out to eat together." Duke Zhao of Lu thanked him again and again. Before long, Yan Ying returned and offered a tray with 6 large peaches, red like burning charcoal, and their fragrance struck the nose at once. Duke Jing asked, "Only these?" Yan Ying said, "There are 3 or 4 still unripe. I only picked these 6. Yan Ying first poured wine and offered a peach to Duke Zhao of Lu. He said, "A peach this large is rare under heaven. May both rulers eat it and share long life for 1,000 autumns." Duke Zhao of Lu ate and praised it. Then Duke Jing also drank and ate a peach. Duke Jing said again, "Shusun Dafu is famous for virtue, and he has served in ceremony today. He should also receive a peach." Shu Sunnuo knelt and declined. My virtue is not 1/10,000th of Yan Ying's. The chancellor manages the state within and wins the lords without. He has borne toil and earned great merit. This peach should be granted to the chancellor. I dare not step beyond my place. Duke Jing said, then the two of you will each receive a cup of wine and one peach. 2 peaches remained on the tray. Yan Ying spoke at this moment. 2 peaches remain. I ask my lord to give an order. Whoever claims the greatest merit may receive a peach as a reward, and I will judge. Duke Jing laughed. Good. He ordered the ministers below the steps to report their merits. Gongsun Ji stepped forward first. At Tong Mountain, when we hunted, I fought the tiger with bare hands and saved the ruler. How is that merit? Yan Ying nodded. You upheld the ruler and protected him. The merit is great. You may drink wine and eat a peach. Gu Yezi would not yield. What is killing a tiger? I killed a giant turtle in the Yellow River and saved the ruler, turning danger into safety. How is that merit? Duke Jing said on the spot, without you, I would have drowned in the river. Yan Ying also poured him wine and offered him a peach. Then it was Tian Kaijiang's turn. He lifted his robe and stepped forward. I was ordered to attack Su. I killed a famous general and captured 500. The ruler of Shu begged for alliance and offered a ding. Zhu and Tan also feared Qi's military power and pushed my lord as alliance leader. With this merit, may I eat a peach? Yan Ying turned to Duke Jing and said, Kaijiang's merit is 10 times greater than the first 2, but the peaches are already gone. We can only grant him 1 cup of wine first, and next year we can grant him a peach. Duke Jing sighed. Your merit is the greatest, yet you spoke the latest. What a pity. Those words were like a blade. Tian Kaijiang pressed his hand to his sword and shouted in anger. Killing a turtle and killing a tiger are small deeds. I fought bloody battles 1,000 miles away, yet I have no peach to eat. Let 2 states see me mocked in public. How can I still show my face at court? He drew his sword and killed himself. Gongsun Ji saw this and his face went pale. He also drew his sword and shouted, We use small merits to fight for peaches and did not know humility. That is shameless. To see a brother die and not follow is not the way of a brave man. He then killed himself. Gu Yezi also cried, We swore to live and die together. If the 2 are dead, how can I live alone in peace? He also took his own life. Duke Jing urgently ordered people to stop them, but it was too late. Duke Zhao of Lu rose from his seat and sighed. I have heard the 3 are extraordinary men, yet in one day, all are gone. Duke Jing's face turned blue. For a long time he could not speak. Yan Ying answered, They were only men of brute courage. They had a little merit. They are not worth speaking of. Duke Zhao of Lu asked again, In your state, how many such brave generals remain? Yan Ying answered even more firmly, Those who can plan within court, spread power across 10,000 li, and truly serve as generals and ministers. There are still dozens in our state. As for men of brute courage like these, what does their life or death matter to Qi? Duke Jing heard it and felt somewhat eased. Yan Ying continued to urge the wine, and the banquet ended. The 3 heroes were buried east of the Qi capital's eastern gate at Dongyan. After Duke Zhao of Lu left, Duke Jing summoned Yan Ying and asked in a muffled voice, You spoke well at the banquet, and Qi saved face. But the 3 heroes are dead. It will be hard to find brave men like them again. What should we do? Yan Ying said, I can recommend one man who can equal the 3 heroes. Duke Jing asked, Who? Yan Ying said, Tian Rongju. In civil matters he can win hearts, and in war he can make strong enemies tremble. He is true general talent. Duke Jing hesitated. He is also surnamed Tian? Yan Ying said, He is of the same clan but of humble origin. The main Tian line does not value him. He lives by the eastern sea. If we are choosing a good general, none is more suitable. As for the 3 heroes, they relied on courage like common fighters. How would he ever place himself beside them? Duke Jing was still hesitating when border reports arrived. Jin troops invaded Donga, and Yan troops harassed the northern frontier. Duke Jing was so anxious he had no choice. He ordered Yan Ying to bring hemp cloth and silk to the eastern sea to invite Tian Rongju to court. When Tian Rongju arrived, he explained military law and order point by point, and it matched Duke Jing's mind exactly. Duke Jing immediately granted him the title of general and gave him 500 chariots to resist Yan and Jin. Tian Rongju first requested, I come from a low station. If I suddenly hold great power, people may not obey. Please appoint a favored minister of my lord, someone with long-standing reputation, as supervising officer. Only then will orders truly pass through the army. Duke Jing then appointed Zhuangjia as supervising officer. After leaving the palace, Zhuangjia asked the departure time. Tian Rongju said, Tomorrow at noon, meet me at the camp. Do not be late. The next day, Tian Rongju arrived early at the camp. He set up a post to measure the sun's shadow and sent men to urge Zhuangjia. Zhuangjia relied on favor and pride. His friends also held a farewell banquet, and he drank until his ears were hot. He delayed and delayed. Tian Rongju waited until the sun's shadow slanted west, and still he did not come. Tian Rongju knocked down the marker, climbed the command platform, swore the oath, announced the military laws, and arranged the ranks. At dusk, Zhuangjia finally arrived in a luxurious 4-horse chariot, face flushed with drink, followed by a crowd, and stepped onto the platform. Tian Rongju asked coldly, "Why did the supervising officer arrive late?" Zhuangjia grinned. "Friends saw me off. It delayed me a bit." Tian Rongju said sternly, "Once you receive the command, you forget your home. When you face military discipline, you forget your relatives. When you face drums and blades, you forget your own life. Now the border is urgent. My lord cannot sleep or eat in peace, and he entrusted the army to us, only hoping we would win merit quickly and save the people. Yet you drank and sought pleasure." Zhuangjia still did not take it seriously. It did not delay the march anyway. There is no need to get angry. Tian Rongju struck the table. "To rely on favor and neglect the army, if you act like this in battle, you will ruin great affairs." He called the officer of military law and asked, "According to military law, if one agrees on a time and does not arrive, what is the punishment?" The officer answered, "Beheading." Only then did Zhuangjia panic and turn to flee. Tian Rongju gave the order, had him bound, dragged him outside the camp gate, and beheaded him. Zhuangjia cried and begged, but it was useless. Zhuangjia's men rushed to report to Duke Jing and seek rescue. Duke Jing was terrified and sent Liang Quju holding an order to gallop there and command a pardon. But when Liang Quju arrived, Zhuangjia's head was already hanging at the gate. Liang Quju did not know Zhuangjia was already dead and drove his chariot straight into the camp. Tian Rongju shouted to stop him and asked the law officer, "In camp, if someone drives a chariot at speed, what is the punishment?" The officer answered it should also be beheading. Liang Quju trembled. "I carry the ruler's command." Tian Rongju said, "The ruler's command cannot be disobeyed, so I will not kill you. But military law cannot be discarded." On the spot, he smashed the chariot and killed the horses to replace the penalty. Liang Quju kept his life and crawled back to the palace. When the army saw this, all fear snapped back into place. Before Tian Rongju even left the suburbs, Jin heard that his discipline was like iron and withdrew first. Yan also hurried across the river and retreated. Tian Rongju seized the chance to pursue, killed more than 10,000, and Yan suffered a great defeat and had to come to seek peace. When he returned in triumph, Duke Jing went out of the city to reward the army and appointed Tian Rongju as Grand Minister of War to control all military power. From then on, the lords heard the name Tian Rongju, and their faces changed. With Yan Ying inside and Tian Rongju outside, Qi was orderly and strong. Duke Jing then became idle again and hunted and drank every day. One night, Duke Jing drank in the palace until midnight and still wanted more. He suddenly thought of Yan Ying and ordered the wine set to be carried to Yan's house. The messenger ran like flying. "My lord is coming." Yan Ying quickly adjusted his cap and robe, held his court tablet, and went out to meet him. Before Duke Jing even stepped down from the chariot, Yan Ying asked, "Have the lords changed? Has the state changed?" Duke Jing said, "No." Yan Ying asked again, "Then why does my lord come to my house at night?" Duke Jing laughed. "The chancellor has worked hard. I prepared wine and music and dare not enjoy it alone, so I came to share it with you." Yan Ying replied directly, "If it is for governing the state and securing the realm, I will give all my strength. If it is for eating, drinking, and pleasure, my lord has plenty of companions. I do not dare join." Duke Jing took a rebuff and turned to Tian Rongju's house. Tian Rongju came out in armor with halberd in hand and first asked, "Have foreign enemies attacked? Have ministers rebelled within?" Duke Jing said, "No." Tian Rongju asked, "Then why does my lord come to my house at night?" Duke Jing said, "I prepared wine and music to comfort the general for his hard work." Tian Rongju also answered, "If it is to punish invaders and crush rebels, I will obey at any time. If it is for eating and drinking, my lord does not lack people. Why come to a soldier's door?" Duke Jing felt even more swept away. He went to Liang Quju's house. Before the chariot even reached the gate, Liang Quju came with a zither in his left hand and a rod in his right, singing as he welcomed him all the way to the alley mouth. Duke Jing immediately smiled in delight, took off his robe and cap, and spent the whole night in music and drinking with him, returning only at dawn. The next day, Yan Ying and Tian Rongju entered court together to apologize, and also advised that the ruler should not visit ministers' homes at night to drink. Duke Jing said, "Without you two, how could I govern the state? Without Liang Chuju, how could I be happy? Do not block my private affairs, and I will not block your public affairs." Meanwhile, in Jin, unrest did not stop. After Duke Zhao of Jin died, the heir Ziji ascended, and he was Duke Jing of Jin. In Duke Qing's early years, Han Qi and Yang Shi died one after another. Wei Shu held power, while Xunli and Fan Yang controlled affairs. A retainer of the Qi clan, Qi Sheng, had an affair with the wife of Wu Zhang. Qi Ying caught him. Qi Sheng's faction bribed Xunli, and Xunli slandered Qi Ying before Duke Qing, so Qi Ying was arrested instead. Yang Shiwa was close to the Qi clan, and to save Qi Ying, he killed Qi Sheng. Duke Qing was furious and executed Qi Ying and Yang Shiwo, and then wiped out the Qi clan and the Yang clan. The people all cried injustice for them. Later, Duke Zhao of Lu was driven out by Ji Sun Yiru, and Sun Li took bribes and refused to shelter him. Duke Jing of Qi then gathered the lords at Yanling to discuss the turmoil in Lu, and the lords respected Duke Jing even more for benevolence and righteousness. As for the later storm, we will continue next time. In the 19th year of King Jing of Zhou, the king of Wu, Yimei, fell gravely ill. He wanted to follow his father and elder brother's last wish and pass the throne to Jizha. Jizha firmly refused. "I already said long ago that I would not take the throne. Wealth and honor are nothing to me. They are like an autumn wind passing by my ears." After speaking, he hid again in Yanling. The ministers had no choice and set up Yimei's son Zhou Yu as king, changing his name to Liao, who became King Liao of Wu. Prince Guang, son of Zhufan, was good at warfare. King Liao appointed him as general. He fought Chu at Chang'an and killed the Chu, Sima Gongzi Fang. Chu feared Wu and built a city at Zulai to defend against Wu. In Chu, Fei Wuyi rose through flattery and won the favor of King Ping of Chu. Chai Pinggonglu had already established his legitimate son Zhu as heir, but a concubine son, Dongguo, wanted to seize the position and heavily bribed Fei Wuyi. When Cai Pinggong died, Zhu took the throne, but Fei Wuyi forged a Chu command and forced Kai to drive out Zhu and set up Dongguo. King Ping asked him the reason, and Fei Wuyi fooled him with one line. Heir Zhu wished to rebel against Chu. The Kai people would not follow him, so they drove him out. King Ping did not investigate further. Fei Wuyi feared the crown prince Jian even more and always wanted to drive a wedge between father and son. He said to King Ping, "The crown prince is grown. You should seek a marriage for him. It is best to seek Qin. An alliance with a strong state will make our power even greater." King Ping agreed, and Fei Wuyi went to Qin. Duke Ai of Qin and his ministers discussed it. Seeing Chu at the height of power, they agreed to the marriage, promised Meng Ying, and sent Gongzi Pu to escort her, with 100 chariots of dowry. On the road, Fei Wuyi saw that Meng Ying was stunning and lust rose in his heart. When he returned to court, he first praised her to King Ping until it sounded like the sky. "I have never seen such a beauty. Even Daji and Baosi are not 1/10,000th of her." King Ping's face grew hot as he listened. He sighed, "I have lived in vain. I never met such a woman." Fei Wuyi whispered another push. "If the king desires her, why not take her yourself? She has not yet entered the Eastern Palace. Who would dare speak?" As for the crown prince, among the attendants there is also a woman of Qi who is very beautiful. Let her pretend to be the Qin bride and enter the Eastern Palace. Everything can be hidden on both sides. King Ping was moved and told him to handle it tightly. So Fei Wuyi told Gongzi Pu, "True rites require the bride to enter the palace first to pay respect to the elders, and only then marry." Gongzi Pu had to agree. Fei Wuyi sent Meng Ying into the king's palace and secretly kept her there. He then sent the Qi woman out, swapped attendants, and had a palace concubine pretend to be the Qin bride's servant, and delivered the false Meng Ying into the Eastern Palace to marry the crown prince. None of the court officials or the crown prince knew the truth. Meng Ying asked, "Where is the woman of Qi?" The palace women only answered, "She has been granted to the crown prince." King Ping also forbade the crown prince to enter the palace, fearing he might discover the truth, while he himself feasted and indulged with Meng Ying day after day. Fei Wuyi feared the secret would leak with time, so he offered another plan. "It is better to send the crown prince to garrison Chengfu and open the northern route. The king governs the south, the crown prince governs the north, and we can seek hegemony." He added in a low voice, "The Qin bride matter cannot be dragged on. If the crown prince is sent far away, it solves both." King Ping then ordered Crown Prince Jian to guard Chengfu, with Fan Yang as Sima, and instructed, "Serve the Crown Prince as you serve me." Wu Shi saw something was wrong and wanted to remonstrate, but Fei Wuyi arranged to send him to Chengfu as well to assist the Crown Prince. After the Crown Prince left, King Ping established Meng Ying as his consort and expelled Chaiji back to Yun. Only at this point did the Crown Prince learn that his bride had been swapped by his father, but he had no power to change it. Meng Ying was favored, yet she was depressed because King Ping was old. The next year she bore a son named Zhen, and King Ping loved him like treasure in his palm. When Zhen turned 1, King Ping asked why she was always sorrowful and rarely smiled. Meng Ying said with tears, "I thought I would be matched in youth. Only after entering the palace did I learn the king's age is like this. I do not resent the king. I only resent that I was born at the wrong time." King Ping smiled. "It is fate from a former life. You marry me late, but you become queen early." The more she heard, the more she suspected. She forced the palace women to speak and finally learned the truth of the swap, and tears fell like rain. King Ping coaxed and promised, "I will set Zhen as crown prince." Only then did Meng Ying calm down a little. Fei Wuyi still did not feel safe about Crown Prince Jian and seized the chance to accuse him. "I have heard the heir and Wu Shi plot rebellion and secretly connect with Qi and Jin." King Ping did not believe it. Fei Wuyi pressed again. "The heir has long resented the Meng Ying matter. If you do not guard against it, I fear disaster will reach even me, and I will have to flee far away." King Ping had already thought of deposing Jian, and now he wavered. Fei Wuyi said, "The heir holds troops outside. If you depose him suddenly, you will force rebellion. Better summon Wu Shi back first and seize the mastermind, then send troops to capture the heir." King Ping followed this and summoned Wu Shi back. King Ping asked Wu Shi, "Jian has a rebellious heart. Do you know it?" Wu Shi spoke bluntly and collided head-on. "The king took his son's wife for himself and already broke the proper order. Now you listen to petty slander and suspect your own son. Can you bear it?" King Ping was furious and ordered Wu Shi imprisoned. Fei Wuyi fanned the fire again. Wu Shi dares curse the king to his face. His resentment is already clear. If the heir learns Wu Shi is imprisoned, he will surely raise troops. Qi and Jin will be hard to resist. King Ping asked, "Whom should I send to kill the heir?" Fei Wuyi answered, "If another goes, the heir will resist. Better give a secret order to Fan Yang and have him assassinate at the right moment." King Ping secretly ordered Fan Yang, "Kill the heir and you will be richly rewarded. If you let him escape, you will be executed." But Fan Yang secretly sent word to the Crown Prince, "Run. There is not a moment to lose." Crown Prince Jian was shocked. That very night he fled to Song with his wife and his young son Sheng. Fan Yang knew the matter would be exposed, so he bound himself and returned to Ying to plead guilt. King Ping angrily asked, "A secret order left my mouth and entered your ear. Who dared leak it?" Fan Yang replied calmly, "The king once ordered me to serve the crown prince as I served the king. I did not dare have two hearts, so I warned him. I could not carry out the later command. If I also feared death and did not return, that would be two crimes at once. And to kill him without cause would leave no name. I would rather die to preserve one son for the king." King Ping heard this and felt sorrow and shame. He pardoned Fan Yang and still kept him as Sima of Chengfu. After that, King Ping set Zhen as crown prince and appointed Fei Wuyi as grand tutor. Fei Wuyi then offered a poisonous plan again. Wu Shi has two sons, Wu Shang and Wu Yuan, both talented. If they escape to Song, they will become Chu's future trouble. Better use a promise of pardon as bait and lure them back to kill them together. So King Ping forced Wu Shi out of prison, gave him paper and brush, and ordered him to write to his two sons, "Tell them to return and receive office. You can go home and retire." Wu Shi saw the net, but could only obey. He first said, "My elder son Wu Shang is benevolent and trusting. If I call, he will come. My younger son Wu Yuan is skilled in both civil and military ways and can endure humiliation for great aims. He may not be willing to come." King Ping said coldly, "Just write. Whether they come or not has nothing to do with you." Wu Shi had no choice but to write and urge both sons to hurry to court. King Ping sealed the letter and sent Yan Jiangxi at high speed to Tangyi. By coincidence, Wu Shang was already at Chengfu, and Yan Jiangxi chased all the way to Chengfu. When he saw Wu Shang, he smiled. "I came to congratulate you." Wu Shang frowned. "My father is imprisoned. What is there to congratulate?" Yan Jiangxi pretended it was real. The king mistakenly believed slander, and now he is ashamed and has changed his order. "The ministers have recommended your family, saying you have been loyal for 3 generations. Now your honored father is appointed as prime minister, you are infeft as Marquis of Hongdu, and Wu Yuan is infeft as Marquis of Gai. Your father has just been released and urgently wants to see you brothers, so he wrote this letter and ordered me to welcome you. You must go quickly so the old man can be at ease. Wu Shang was shocked and delighted, yet he still said, to be pardoned is already fortune, how dare we covet titles? Yan Ying urged, the ruler's command is here, do not decline. Wu Shang finally believed him. He took his father's letter into the inner room and went to find Wu Yuan. Wu Yuan, also known as Wu Zisu, saw his elder brother Wu Shang walk in with their father Wu Shi's handwritten letter. Wu Shang was excited and said, Father has been spared. The king also granted us marquis titles. The envoy is right outside. Come out and meet him. Wu Yuan scanned the letter once, and his face immediately turned dark. It is a blessing that father can be spared, but a marquis title? What merit do we have? This is bait. Believe it or not, the moment you step outside, you will die. Wu Shang grew anxious. This is father's own handwriting. How could it be a trap? Wu Yuan lowered his voice. Father has been loyal and upright all his life. He knows I will surely seek revenge. If they call us back now, they want us to die together, so the king of Chu can cut off future trouble in one stroke. Wu Shang still refused. What if father truly wants to see us once? If we do not go, that is unfilial. Who can bear that? Wu Yuan said, sit first. I will cast a divination. He came back quickly and even his eyes were cold. The omen is blocked, the ruler deceives the minister, the father deceives the son. Going back means death, there is no marquis title. Wu Shang's eyes reddened. I am not greedy for rank. I only want to see father once. Wu Yuan pressed harder. If you go back, father will die even faster. What the king of Chu fears is that we brothers stay alive outside. Wu Shang clenched his teeth. If I can see him once, I will die gladly. Wu Yuan looked up and sighed to heaven. If you truly want to go, then we part here. Wu Shang choked and asked, where will you go? Wu Yuan said, whoever can give me troops to take revenge, I will go to that state. Wu Shang wiped his tears and said, my ability is not as good as yours. I will return to Yingdu to fulfill filial duty. You will go to another state to fulfill filial duty. You will avenge father. I will die for father. From now on, we each walk our own road, and we may never meet again. Wu Yuan knelt at once and bowed to his elder brother to say farewell. Wu Shang went out to meet Yan Ying and only said, my younger brother does not wish to accept the title, and I cannot force him. Then he followed the envoy back to Yingdu. As soon as the chariot arrived, King Ping of Chu immediately turned his face. He locked Wu Shi and Wu Shang together. Wu Shi saw that only Wu Shang had returned and sighed. I already knew Yuan would not come. Fei Wuji at once added fuel at the side. Wu Yuan is still outside. Catch him quickly. If you are slow, he will escape. King Ping immediately sent Wu Chenghe with 200 elite soldiers to seize Wu Yuan. When Wu Yuan heard that Chu troops were coming to arrest him, he first wailed aloud. Father and brother truly cannot be spared. He turned to his wife, Lady Jia, and said, I must flee to another state and borrow troops to avenge them. I cannot take care of you. Lady Jia stared at him, hard as a blade. When a man carries the blood feud of father and brother in his heart, it is like his liver and lungs have been cut out. How could he still plan for a woman? Go and do not worry about me. After she spoke, she went inside and hanged herself. Wu Yuan wept bitterly, buried his wife in haste, changed into a white robe, hung a bow and wore his sword, and fled overnight. Chu soldiers surrounded the Wu house and found no one. Wu Chenghe guessed Wu Yuan went east and pursued him for 300 lis. In the wilderness, Wu Yuan suddenly drew his bow and loosed an arrow. He shot dead the driver, then aimed the arrow at Wu Chenghe. Wu Chenghe was so frightened that he jumped down and ran. Wu Yuan shouted, I could have killed you. Today I spare your life. Go back and tell the king of Chu. If he wants to protect the ancestral temples of Chu, let my father and brother live. Otherwise, I will destroy Chu and cut off his head with my own hands to vent my hatred. Wu Chenghe fled back and reported. King Ping was furious and at once dragged Wu Shi and Wu Shang to the marketplace and beheaded them. Before the blade fell, Wu Shang cursed Fei Wuji loudly, but Wu Shi stopped him. Loyal and treacherous will have their public judgment. No need to spit curses. I only fear Yuan will not arrive, and from now on, the ruler and ministers of Chu will never be at peace. Then he offered his neck and died. The crowd watching all shed tears. King Ping still did not feel safe. He sent Shen Yinshu with 3,000 men to hunt Wu Yuan down. Wu Yuan ran to the river and formed a plan. He hung his white robe on a willow tree and threw his official boots on the bank. He himself changed into straw sandals and walked downstream along the river. The pursuers only found the robe and boots and reported, "The man is gone." Fei Wuji seized the moment to offer a vicious plan. Post a public notice with a reward. Whoever captures Wu Yuan will be rewarded with 50,000 shi of grain and granted the rank of Daifu. Anyone who dares to hide him will have the whole clan executed. All passes and ferries must search strictly, and we must also inform the other states that none may shelter him. King Ping agreed. They drew his portrait and hunted everywhere, turning the land upside down. Wu Yuan hurried along the river. He originally meant to go straight to Wu, but he suddenly remembered that Crown Prince Jian was in Song, so he changed course and went towards Suiyang. On the road, he met a troop of chariots and horses. He hid in the woods and looked, and it was his old friend Shen Baoshu. Shen Baoshu jumped down from his chariot. "How did you become like this?" Wu Yuan wept and told him that his father and brother had been killed. He gritted his teeth and said, "A parent's blood feud cannot share the same sky. I will borrow troops to attack Chu, eat the king of Chu alive, and tear Fei Wuji's corpse apart." Shen Baosu sighed. "King Ping is without the way, but he is still the ruler. Your family has served as ministers for generations. How can a minister hate and strike his ruler?" Wu Yuan answered even more forcefully. "A ruler without the way can be punished by anyone. King Ping took his son's wife, deposed the crown prince, trusted slander, and killed loyal men. If I attack Yingdu, I am cleansing Chu of filth, and I am also avenging my father and brother. If I do not destroy Chu, I swear I am not a man." Shen Baosu was silent for a long time and only said, "If I urge you to take revenge, I am not loyal. If I urge you not to take revenge, I am not filial. Go your way. I will never reveal your whereabouts. But I also tell you this, if you can bring down Chu, I can preserve Chu. If you can make Chu fall into danger, I can make Chu safe." The two parted there. Wu Yuan reached Song and cried with Crown Prince Jian, holding each other. But turmoil was rising inside Song, and Chu troops were pressing near. Wu Yuan said, "We cannot stay in Song either," so he accompanied Crown Prince Jian and his family to Zheng. Zheng Dinggong settled them. Crown Prince Jian cried out his injustice every day. Dinggong said, "Zheng is small and has few troops. We cannot help you. Instead of revenge, you should go ask Jin." So Crown Prince Jian went to Jin to see Duke Jing of Qi. The ruler was weak and the powerful ministers were strong, and the 6 great families each had their own schemes. Sun Yin suggested, "First destroy Zhang, give it to Crown Prince Jian, then plan against Chu." Duke Jing secretly allowed it and sent men to entice Crown Prince Jian. When Crown Prince Jian heard it, he was tempted. He returned to Zheng and discussed it with Wu Yuan. Wu Yuan stopped him at once. "Others treat you with loyalty and trust, and you repay them by plotting their land? You cannot do this." Crown Prince Jian said, "But I already agreed to Jin." Wu Yuan said, "If you refuse to be an inside helper, you have no crime, but if you plot Zhang, you will lose all faith and honor, and disaster will arrive at once." Crown Prince Jian would not listen. He secretly gathered brave men and bribed attendants. The plot leaked, and someone reported it. Zheng Dinggong held a banquet in the back garden and barred the attendants from the seats. After 3 cups of wine, Dinggong asked coldly, "I did not treat you thinly. Why do you still plot Zhang?" Crown Prince Jian rushed to defend himself. "I did not." Dinggong called witnesses on the spot. Crown Prince Jian had nothing to say. He was then killed at the banquet, and more than 20 attendants who took bribes and did not report were also killed. Wu Yuan in the guest quarters suddenly felt his heart jump. The Crown Prince is in danger. When the news arrived, he immediately took the Crown Prince's son Sheng and left the city. With nowhere to go, he could only flee east to Wu in desperation. They traveled by hiding in day and moving at night, first passing through Chen territory and then hurrying east. Soon they reached Zhaoguan. 2 mountains pressed a narrow pass, and beyond the pass was the Yangtze. Chu had stationed heavy troops there under the right Sima Weiyu, waiting only for Wu Yuan. Wu Yuan stopped under Liang Mountain and did not dare go forward. While he hesitated, an old man with a staff entered the woods and asked at once, "Are you the one surnamed Wu?" Wu Yuan was startled. The old man smiled and said, "My name is Donggao Gong. I have practiced medicine for many years. A few days ago, I treated General Wei's illness and saw the portrait of Wu Zishu at the pass. It looks like you. There is a house behind the mountain. Come sit for a while. Perhaps we can find a way through." Wu Yuan took Prince Sheng and followed him. The old man led them into an even more hidden small house and asked who the child was. Wu Yuan told the truth. "This is Sheng, the son of Crown Prince Jian. I am Wu Zixu. I only ask you not to reveal me." Zhonggao Gong nodded. I only save people, I do not harm them. Zhaoguan is sealed tightly. We need a plan with no gaps. Stay with peace of mind. I am waiting for someone. For 7 straight days, food and wine never stopped, but he did not speak of a method. Wu Yuan grew so anxious it was like fire burning him. My hatred is an ocean of blood. One moment of delay feels like a year. Sir, have pity on me. Dong Gao Gong said, he is coming. That night Wu Yuan tossed and turned. At dawn, Dong Gao Gong entered and pointed at him. Why are your beard and temples white? Wu Yuan looked in a mirror. It was true. Overnight his worry had turned his hair white. He smashed the mirror and cried, the deed is not done, and my hair is already frost. Dong Gao Gong said, that is a good sign instead. You were too easy to recognize. Now it will be easier to blend into the crowd. Only then did he explain the plan. My friend Huang Fune looks like you. Let him wear your white robe and pretend to be you, and you will pretend to be a servant. Even if he is caught, you can escape in the chaos. At dusk, Huang Fune put on the white robe. Wu Yuan changed into rough brown clothes to act as a servant, and Prince Sheng dressed as a farmer's child. At dawn, they reached Zhaoguan just as the gates opened. Wei Yu ordered, anyone coming from the north and crossing east must be checked one by one. The portrait hung in front, and soldiers compared every face. It was so strict that even a bird could not pass. As soon as Huang Fune arrived, he was recognized as similar. The soldiers shouted, and Wei Yu looked from afar and cried, it is him. Huang Fune was seized on the spot and dragged inside the gate. The common people heard Wu Zishu has been caught, and they swarmed to watch. Wu Yuan mixed into the crowd. His clothing had changed, and his hair had turned white. Everyone believed the real Wu Zishu had been taken, so the inspection immediately loosened. He grabbed Prince Sheng and pushed through, and in one squeeze they were out of the pass. Inside the pass, Wei Yu wanted to torture Huang Fune. Huang Fune cried that he was innocent. At that moment, Dong Gao Gong arrived and produced written proof. This is my friend Huang Fune. Wei Yu felt ashamed, untied him, offered wine and apology, and even gave gold and silk for travel. The two left the pass. Wei Yu tightened the search again. Yet he did not know the real Wu Zishu was already far away. Not long after Wu Yuan passed the gate, he met a minor official named Zhuo Cheng, who had once hunted with the Wu family. Zhuo Cheng recognized him at a glance. The pursuit is so tight, how did you pass the gate? Wu Yuan made up an excuse. My lord wants my night shining pearl. I am going back to fetch it. General Wei let me go. Zhuo Cheng did not believe it. The royal order says whoever lets Wu Yuan go will have his whole family beheaded. Come back with me to the gate and ask the commander. Wu Yuan answered coldly. If we go back, I will say I handed the night shining pearl to you. Can you explain that? Let me pass today and we can meet again later. Zhuo Cheng feared his force and did not dare block him and only let him go east. Ahead was the Yangtze, but there was no ferry boat in sight. Wu Yuan was anxious when a fishing boat came upstream. He shouted in joy, Fishermen, ferry me across. But the fisherman first sang as a warning and told him to hide in the reed marsh. After the movement on shore passed, he sang again to call him out. Wu Yuan brought Prince Sheng onto the boat. With one small craft, they crossed to the other bank in a blink. The fisherman asked him the truth. Last night I dreamed a general's star fell onto my boat. I knew a noble person would seek passage. Who are you really? Wu Yuan had to give his name. The fisherman sighed. You are starving like this. I will go get food. Then he entered a village. Wu Yuan became suspicious. Human hearts are hard to judge. What if he goes to report me? He hid again in the reeds. After a while, the fisherman returned with food and soup and called loudly, Man in the reeds, I am not here to trade you for the reward. Only then did Wu Yuan come out. The fisherman complained, I went to get you food and you still hid from me? Wu Yuan lowered his head. My life belongs to heaven, but today it belongs to you, elder. Wu Yuan wanted to untie his sword and give it to him. The fisherman sneered. The king of Chu offers 50,000 Qi of grain and a daifu rank. I do not want that. Why would I want your sword worth 100 pieces of gold? Keep it. Wu Yuan asked his name again, and the fisherman grew angry. I saved you because I pitied your injustice, not because I wanted you to lure me with repayment. If you truly remember this favor, do not ask my name. He only said, Call me the old fisherman and I will call you the man in the reeds. That is enough. If a name is left behind, it will only harm me. Wu Yuan bowed in thanks and left, then turned back and warned once more, If pursuers come, do not reveal my whereabouts. The old fisherman ferried Wu Yuan and Prince Sheng to the far bank. He fed them, gave them drink, and would not even accept the 7-star sword Wu Yuan offered. But after Wu Yuan walked a few steps, he turned back and begged in a low voice, "Elder, if the pursuers arrive, please do not hand me over." The fisherman lifted his face to the sky and sighed, "I saved you and fed you, yet you still doubt me. If the pursuers come, how can I prove myself? I will use one life to cut off this doubt of yours." He untied the rope, pushed the boat into midstream, pulled up the rudder and oars, then used a tool to break open the bottom of the boat. He sank into the water. Wu Yuan watched him disappear and said with a choked voice, "Because of you, I lived, yet you died for me. How can I not feel pain?" Wu Yuan brought Prince Sheng into Wu territory. When they reached Liyang, they were so hungry that their eyes went dark, and they could only beg for food along the road. By the Lai River, a woman was washing clothes. There was food in her bamboo basket. Wu Yuan stepped forward and saluted. "Madam, can you spare me one bowl of food to save my life?" The woman kept her head down. "I live with my widowed mother. I am already 30 and still unmarried. How dare I give food to a strange man?" Wu Yuan grew urgent. "I truly have no way out. I only ask for one bowl to stay alive. If you save a man in trouble, what suspicion can there be?" The woman looked up and saw that his bearing was not ordinary. She bit her lip and said, "I cannot, just to avoid suspicion, watch someone starve to death." She filled a bowl of rice porridge and even knelt as she handed it over. Wu Yuan and Prince Sheng swallowed it in a few mouthfuls. The woman then said, "If you must travel far, how can one bowl be enough?" She let them finish an entire jar of porridge. Before leaving, Wu Yuan lowered his voice. "We are fugitives. If you meet others, please do not say you saw us." The woman sighed. "I swore to keep myself chaste while caring for my widowed mother. Yet today I spoke with a strange man and gave him food. How can I still live as a person?" Wu Yuan walked a few steps and looked back. The woman hugged a huge stone and jumped into the Lai River. She was gone at once. They went on another 300 li or more and reached Wuk. On the street, a strong man was fighting with others. No one could stop him. Suddenly, an old woman inside a house shouted, "Zhuanzhu, stop this." The strong man immediately withdrew his hand and went back inside. Wu Yuan asked someone nearby, "A man so fierce, why does he fear an old woman?" The person said, "That is his mother. Zhuanzhu fears nothing, yet he is the most filial. When his mother calls, he stops." Wu Yuan praised him at once. "That is a true brave man." The next day, Wu Yuan visited him. Zhuanzhu asked his background, and Wu Yuan poured out his name and his grievance in one breath. Zhuanzhu said, "If your hatred is so great, why not go see the king of Wu and borrow troops?" Wu Yuan shook his head. "No one will introduce me. I dare not barge in." Zhuanzhu asked again, "Then why did you come to my house?" Wu Yuan said, "I respect your filial heart. I want to be your friend." Zhuanzhu was delighted. He went inside and told his mother. On the spot, he and Wu Yuan performed the 8 bows and became sworn brothers, calling Wu Yuan elder brother. He killed a chicken and cooked a meal, kept them overnight like family. Before they parted, Zhuanzhu reminded him, "King Liao of Wu is rough and arrogant. You should pay more attention to Prince Guang. He loves to befriend worthy men and he can achieve great things in the future." Wu Yuan nodded. "I will remember. If I need you later, do not refuse." Wu Yuan took Prince Sheng to Meili. The city was small and broken, and they had no one to rely on. Wu Yuan hid Prince Sheng outside the city, then went out himself with hair loose, face smeared with dirt, barefoot, blowing a flute to beg for food. In the flute he sang only of his suffering, wandering through Song and Zheng, the terror at Zhaoguan, the escape at the Reed Marsh Ferry, and how life had no meaning if he could not repay his father and brother's blood feud. Yet no one in the market understood. At that time, Prince Jiguang of Wu should have inherited by the proper line, but because he kept yielding the throne in order to follow old instructions, the position passed through Jizha and Yimei and others, and then King Liao seized the throne and set himself up. Prince Guang refused to accept this. In secret, he looked for allies and placed a man named Bailey in the Wu market. Bailey was skilled at reading faces, and his task was to search for heroes. That day, Bailey heard Wu Yuan's flute, mournful and cutting. He ran out and stared, then cried, "I have read countless faces, and I have never seen a face like yours." He invited Wu Yuan inside. Bailey tested him. The loyal minister Wu Shi of Chu was killed, and his son Wu Zishu fled. "Is that you?" Wu Yuan hesitated. Bailey quickly said, "I am not someone who will harm you. I only want to find you a place to stand." Only then did Wu Yuan tell the truth. The news reached King Liao. King Liao ordered Bailey to bring Wu Yuan to court, and first had him bathed and dressed. When King Liao saw Wu Yuan's speech and manner were extraordinary, he immediately appointed him as a dafu. When Wu Yuan bowed in thanks, he spoke of the injustice to his father and brother, and his eyes burned with rage. King Liao was moved by his spirit and promised on the spot to send troops to attack Chu and avenge him. But as soon as Prince Guang heard it, he grew anxious and rushed to persuade King Liao. A ruler of 10,000 chariots should not raise an army for one man's private revenge. If you win, you help him vent anger. If you lose, the state is shamed. You must not do it. King Liao listened and immediately withdrew the plan to attack Chu. Wu Yuan was furious and said, "Prince Guang has ghosts in his heart, yet he uses state honor as his excuse." He resigned at once. King Liao followed the current and simply granted him 100 mu of land at Yangshan, telling him to take Prince Sheng there to farm. Prince Guang, however, secretly went to Yangshan to see Wu Yuan. He brought rice, flour, and cloth, and asked whether Wu Yuan had met any rare talents on the road. Wu Yuan said, "What am I? In Wukai met a man named Zhuangzhu. He is the true warrior." Prince Guang immediately said he wanted to meet him. Wu Yuan said, "I will go invite him." Prince Guang replied, "I should visit in person. That is proper." The two rode in one chariot straight to Zhuangzhu's home. Zhuangzhu was grinding a knife in the street. Wu Yuan called from the chariot, "Elder brother, I am here." Wu Yuan introduced Prince Guang. "This is the eldest prince of Wu. He respects you as a hero and came to visit." Zhuangzhu invited them into his low-thatched hut. Prince Guang offered gold and silk. Zhuangzhu refused. Wu Yuan urged him again, and only then did Zhuangzhu accept. From that day, Zhuangzhu entered Prince Guang's service. Prince Guang supplied him with rice, meat, and cloth every day and also cared for his mother. Zhuangzhu was deeply grateful. One day, Zhuangzhu pledged loyalty. "If the prince needs me, I will go through 10,000 deaths without refusing." Prince Guang dismissed those around him and said plainly that he meant to kill King Liao and take back the throne. Zhuangzhu asked why must he be killed. Prince Guang explained the ancestral rule and how King Liao seized the throne. He added, "King Liao is greedy and will not yield. If I speak openly, he will strike me first. I can only take this step." Zhuangzhu hesitated. "My old mother is still alive. I dare not hand over my life lightly." Prince Guang promised solemnly, "When it is done, you and your mother will be my mother and my son. I will support you to the end." Zhuangzhu finally nodded, but then said, "To assassinate a man, you must first follow what he loves. What does King Liao love most?" Prince Guang answered, "Fine food, especially braised fish." Zhuangzhu said, "I will learn." He went to Taihu to learn to cook fish. In 3 months, he became famous. Prince Guang then hid him in his residence. Wu Yuan warned Prince Guang, "King Liao has 3 hard wings. Qingji is brave beyond measure, and Yan Yu and Zhu Yong hold the troops. If you want to move against King Liao, first send these 3 away." Prince Guang suddenly understood. Later, Chu was in mourning and Wu and Chu went to war. Prince Guang won great merit. The Chu general Wei Yu killed himself. King Ping of Chu was frightened and fell ill and died. His young son Zhen took the throne as King Zhao of Chu. The mother of Crown Prince Jian was brought to Wu, and Prince Sheng served her. When Wu Yuan heard that King Ping of Chu had died, he beat his chest and wept instead. Prince Guang asked, "Your enemy is dead. Why do you cry?" Wu Yuan gritted his teeth. "I do not cry because he died. I hate that I did not cut off his head with my own hands." For several nights Wu Yuan could not sleep. He asked Prince Guang, "You want to do a great deed. Have you not found the chance?" Prince Guang sighed, "I cannot find it." Wu Yuan offered a plan. Use Chu's morning chaos. Urge King Liao to attack Chu. You pretend your foot is injured and do not lead troops, and recommend Yan Yu and Zhu Yong as commander. Then send Qingji out to gather Zheng and Wei, and send Jisha to Jin. Once these 4 leave, King Liao will be empty at his side, and the chance will come. Prince Guang bowed at once. "To have you is heaven helping me." Prince Guang followed the plan. King Liao truly sent Yan Yu and Zhu Yong to besiege Qianyi, and Jisha went as envoy to Jin. Later, he also sent Qingji to gather Zheng and Wei. In Wu, only Prince Guang remained. Wu Yuan then urged Prince Guang to take out the short sword called Fish Intestine and give it to Zhuangzhu. Zhuangzhu went home to bid farewell to his mother. His mother first told him, "Loyalty and filial duty cannot both be fulfilled. Go." Then she turned around and hanged herself, cutting off his worries behind him. After Zhuangzhu buried his mother, he returned, resolved to die. Prince Guang set a banquet to lure King Liao. "A new cook from Taihu has braised fish that is unmatched. Please honor me, great king." King Liao was suspicious, but he still went. wearing 3 layers of beast-hide armor and bringing heavy troops as escort. At the feast, they searched again and again. Even cooks carrying dishes had to kneel as they walked. Zhuanzhu was searched all over and nothing was found, because the fish intestine sword was hidden inside the belly of the fish. When the braised fish was set before King Liao, Zhuanzhu suddenly drew the blade from the fish and stabbed straight into King Liao's chest. One thrust pierced all 3 layers of armor, and the tip came out through his back. King Liao died on the spot. Zhuanzhu was then chopped to pieces by Prince Guang released hidden soldiers from a secret room. Outside, Wu Yuan led death soldiers to meet them. In the chaos, they scattered and killed King Liao's followers. After it was done, Prince Guang entered court and announced to all, "It is not that I crave the throne, it is that King Liao violated the ancestral rule and set himself up. I will temporarily hold state power. When Jisha returns, I will still honor him as king." He gave King Liao a rich burial, and also gave Zhuanzhu a great burial. He appointed Zhuanzhu's son, Zhuan Yi, as Shangqing. He treated Wu Yuan with Gesli and made him Xingren, and Bailey was also promoted to Dafu. He opened the granaries to aid the people, and the state gradually stabilized. Only Qingji had not been captured. Prince Guang could not catch him, so he could only guard the borders tightly. Before long, Jizha returned. He first went to King Liao's tomb and mourned. Prince Guang went to yield the throne, but Jizha only said, "If the state is stable and the people are safe, it does not matter to me who is king." So Prince Guang formally took the throne and was called Helu. Jizha withdrew to Yanling and did not ask about politics. On the other side, Yan Yu and Zhu Yong were trapped long at Qian City. When they heard King Liao was dead, they were terrified. "If we return, we will surely die. If we defect to Chu, they may not trust us. What should we do?" The two changed into plain clothes at midnight and fled. Yan Yu ran to Shu, and Zhu Yong ran to Zhongwu. With no leader, the Wu camp fell into chaos. Soldiers threw down armor and weapons and fled in all directions, and all were seized by the Chu general Shi Wan. Shi Wan said, "Wu attacked during morning, which is not humane. We must not copy them." He withdrew troops with Shen Yinshu and returned to court. Because of this, King Zhao of Chu respected Shi Wan greatly. Fei Wuji watched it, jealousy grew in his heart, and he turned his mind to harming Shi Wan. Fei Wuji saw that Shi Wan had earned great merit, and that King Zhao trusted him even more. Jealousy turned his heart dark. He pulled Yan Jiangxi aside and plotted, starting with a trap disguised as a friendly invitation. He went first to see Nang Hua and acted warmly. "Prime Minister Shi Wan wants to invite you to his residence for a cup of wine. I came first to ask whether you would honor him with your presence." Nang Hua said, "If he invites me, how could I refuse?" Then Fei Wuji turned around and went to see Shi Wan. He reversed the story and said, "The chief minister says he wants to visit your home for wine, so I came to ask whether you are willing." Shi Wan did not suspect a thing. "If the prime minister will come to my humble home, it is my honor. Tomorrow I will prepare simple wine. Please take my reply back for me." Fei Wuji pressed at once. "Then what will you offer to show respect?" Shi Wan asked, "What does the prime minister like?" Fei Wuji said, "He loves strong armor and sharp weapons most. Did you not receive half of the spoils from Wu? The prime minister wants to see them. Lay the best items out, and I will help you choose." Shi Wan believed him. He had all the armor and weapons moved out, including the pieces King Ping had once granted and what he had kept in storage. Fei Wuji picked 50 suits of armor and 50 weapons. He spoke like someone giving real help. "That is enough. Cover them with a curtain and place them behind the door curtain. Once the prime minister steps in, he will surely ask. Then you show them and present them to him. This is what he recognizes." The next day, Shi Wan did exactly that. He hung a curtain at the doorway, and behind it he stacked armor and weapons. He filled the table with wine, dishes, and fruit, then asked Fei Wuji to invite Nang Hua. Nang Hua was about to leave when Fei Wuji suddenly held him back. "You never know what is in a man's belly. I will go first and see what he has prepared. After that, it will not be too late for you to go." Not long after, Fei Wuji ran back in a panic, stumbling and gasping. "I almost got you killed. Shi Wan is not inviting you for wine today. He means to strike." I saw with my own eyes that he hid weapons behind the doorway curtain. "The moment you enter, you will be done for." Nang Hua frowned. "Shi Wan and I have no grudge. Would he really do that?" Fei Wuji added fuel at once. "He relies on the king's favor and wants to replace you as chief minister. He also has secret ties with Wu. In that battle to relieve Qianyi, the generals all wanted to strike back while Wu was in internal chaos. He insisted it was wrong to attack a man in trouble and forced everyone to withdraw. Wu attacked us while we were in mourning. If we struck back while Wu was in turmoil, that would be a fair return. Why did he block it? If he did not take benefits from Wu, then what was it? If he takes her place, Chu will be finished. Nang Hua still would not accept it easily, so he sent men to investigate in secret. The scout returned and whispered, "Inside the curtain, it truly looks like armored men are hidden." Nang Hua's anger shot up. He summoned Yan Jiangxi. Yan Jiangxi raised the stakes smoothly. Shi Wan has formed a clique with Yang Lingjong, Yang Wan, Yang Tuo, and Jin Chen. They have wanted to seize power alone for a long time. Nang Hua slammed the table. "Outsiders dare stir chaos inside Chu. I will kill him with my own hands." He reported to King Zhao, and at once ordered Yan Jiangxi to lead troops and surround Shi Wan's residence. Only then did Shi Wan understand. He had fallen into Fei Wuji's pit. He had no time to argue. He drew his sword and killed himself. His son Bo Pai fled the city overnight in terror. After Shi Wan died, Nang Hua still was not satisfied. He ordered Shi Wan's residence burned. The people did not move. Nang Hua grew even angrier. Whoever does not burn it is guilty with Shi Wan. Everyone knew Shi Wan was loyal. Who would burn him? Forced to the edge, people each held a bundle of straw and only dared to throw it outside the courtyard wall. Nang Hua simply brought his own household men, sealed the front and back gates, and set the fire himself. In a blink, that whole area of the left Yin's residence became ash. Even Shi Wan's body burned away. Then Nang Hua carried out a full clan extermination. He also seized Yang Lingjong, Yang Wan, Yang Tuo, and Jin Chen, declared them in collusion with Wu and plotting rebellion, and killed them all. Inside and outside the city, everyone said it was injustice. One night, Nang Hua climbed a tower under the moonlight. He suddenly heard someone singing in the street. Every line stabbed the heart. "Do not learn from Lord Shi. Loyal, yet killed. Dead in body. With no bones left. Chu has no true ruler now. Only Fei and Yan remain. The chief minister is a wooden puppet, spinning a cocoon for others. If heaven has eyes, retribution will come at once." He sent men to arrest the singer, but they could not catch anyone. They only saw every household lighting incense. He asked whom they were offering it to. The people answered, "To the loyal minister Shi Wan. He died without guilt. We hope he will go to heaven and file his case." The more Nang Hua heard, the more frightened he became. He questioned the ministers. Prince Shen and others all said, Shi Wan had no affair with Wu. Only then did Nang Hua feel cold regret. Shen Yinshu heard the uproar and came in. He spoke directly. "The people are cursing you across the whole state, and you still do not know? Fei Wuji is best at sowing discord, and he works with Yan Jiangxi, driving out Marquis Zhou of Qi, urging the late king into disorder, ruining Crown Prince Jian, framing and killing Wu Shay and his son. All of it was his work. Now Shi Wan has died unjustly, and the Yang and Jin families were dragged in too. The people hate Fei and Yan, and they also hate you for letting them run wild. People say, killing to cover slander is something even a humane man will not do. You killed, and the curses only grew louder. You are the chief minister. If you lose the people's hearts, once foreign enemies attack and internal disorder rises, can you still sit steady in this position? Instead of listening to petty men and being dragged into the mud, you should remove petty men first and save yourself. Think it through." Nang Hua broke into a cold sweat. He stepped down from his seat and bowed. "I was wrong. Please help me remove these two traitors." Shen Yinshu nodded. "This is good fortune for the state. How could I not help?" He immediately sent word through the city. The plan to kill Shi Wan came from Fei and Yan. The chief minister has seen through it and will punish them. Whoever is willing, come. Before the words even settled, the people poured out with clubs, axes, and knives. Nang Hua seized Fei Wuji and Yan Jiangxi, declared their crimes in public, and had them executed in the marketplace. The people did not wait for orders. They raised torches and burned both households to bare ground, and cleaned out their followers as well. Only then did the curses against Nang Hua slowly stop. In the first year of King Heilu of Wu, Heilu asked Wu Yuan, "I want to strengthen the state and seek hegemony. How can it be done?" Wu Yuan knelt and knocked his head to the ground, tears falling. "I am only a fugitive of Chu. My father and brother died with injustice, and their bones were not even left. To be able to shelter under your gate is already great fortune. How would I dare interfere in Wu's affairs?" Heilu said, "Without you, I would still be swallowing anger under King Liao. Today, I want to entrust great matters to you, and you still want to step back. Do you think I have not treated you well enough?" Wu Yun said, "No. I only remember a saying, a distant man should not come between close kin, and an outsider should not come between those who are near. I am a stranger." How dare I press above Wu's old ministers? Also, my revenge is not yet done, and my heart is in chaos. How can I have the mind to plan the state for you? Heilu said, no strategist in Wu is better than you. When internal affairs are stable, I will help you take revenge. You can decide how we strike. He sighed again. Wu lies in the southeast, remote and low, and the land is damp. We do not dare build many granaries. Fields are hard to open, borders are hard to guard, and the people have no steady heart. How can we make neighboring states fear us? Wu Yuan answered, to govern the people, first let them live and work in peace. Hegemony must be built step by step from what is in front of us. First build strong walls and hold them, fill the granaries, prepare weapons. With a hard foundation, outside enemies will not dare move. Heilu clapped his hands. Then I entrust it to you. Wu Yuan personally examined the terrain and tasted the water. At last, he chose a good site 30 li northeast of Gusu Mountain. He built a great city with a perimeter of 47 li, with 8 land gates and 8 water gates. In the south were Pan Gate and Shi Gate, in the north were Qi Gate and Ping Gate, in the east were Lu Gate and Jiang Gate, and in the west were Chang Gate and Shu Gate. South of the city, he also built a smaller city of 10 li to guard against Yue raids. When the city was finished, he moved Heilu from Meili and transferred the capital there. In front were palaces and behind were markets. On the left stood the ancestral temple, on the right the altars of soil and grain. Granaries and treasuries were all in place. He selected people as soldiers, trained formations, and built another city south of Phoenix Mountain called South Wu City, used to defend against Yue. Heilu felt the fish intestine sword was inauspicious and sealed it away. He built furnaces at Niusho Mountain to smelt iron and cast countless sharp swords called Bianju. He also found Ganjiang and had him live by Jiang Gate to forge divine weapons. Ganjiang gathered fine iron and chose an auspicious time to open the furnace. 300 boys and girls worked the bellows and fed the charcoal, yet after 3 months the iron still would not melt. Mo Yi said, a divine thing needs human spirit mixed in to transform. Is it waiting for a person? Ganjiang hesitated. When my teacher's iron would not melt, husband and wife jumped into the furnace and only then did it become a sword. Must it be so again? Mo Yi said firmly, if my teacher could give his life, so can I. She bathed, cut her hair, and prepared herself. When the fire was fiercest, she leapt into the furnace. At once the iron melted like water. They cast a pair of swords, one male and one female. The male was called Ganjiang, the female was called Mo Ye. Ganjiang hid the male sword and offered only the female sword. The king of Wu tested it by striking stone, and the stone split with a crack. He rewarded Ganjiang with 100 jin of gold. Later he heard the male sword was hidden and sent men to demand it, saying he would kill Ganjiang if it was not delivered. Ganjiang took out the male sword and showed it to the envoys. The sword suddenly flew out and turned into a blue dragon. Ganjiang rode the dragon and rose to heaven. The king of Wu sighed and treasured Mo Ye even more. Later, it was said that 600 years afterward, Zhang Hua saw purple energy between the stars of Dipper and Ox. Lei Huan judged it was in Fengcheng of Yuzhang. They truly dug up the twin swords, Ganjiang and Mo Ye. At Yanping Ford, the two swords again leapt into the water and turned into dragons, and were never seen again. Fengcheng therefore had names like Sword Pool and Stone Gate. After Heilu gained Mo Ye, he also offered a reward for making golden hooks, 100 jin for a pair. A craftsman, greedy for the reward, killed his 2 sons, mixed their blood with gold sand, and made a pair of hooks to present. A few days later, he came to claim the reward. The king asked, there are many hooks, what is different about yours? The craftsman said, I killed my 2 sons to make them. How could they be the same as others? The hooks were mixed in a pile and could not be identified. He shouted his sons' names toward the pile. Wu Hong, Hu Ji, I am here, why do you not reveal yourselves? Before the words finished, 2 golden hooks suddenly flew out and struck onto his chest. The king cried, so it is true. He rewarded him with 100 jin of gold and wore the pair of hooks together with Mo Ye. At this time, Bo Pai, the son of Shi Wan, was fleeing far away. He heard that Wu Yuan had risen in Wu and came to seek refuge. Wu Yuan saw him and first wept with him. Then he took him to see Heilu. Heilu asked, you came 1,000 li, why? Bo Pai bowed his head. My father was killed without guilt, and even his bones were burned away. I drift with no place to rely on. I heard that you accepted Wu Zixu, so I came to beg for a place to stand. I am willing to repay with my life. Heilu was moved. He appointed him as a dafu and let him join Wu Yuan in discussing state affairs. Privately, Bailey warned Wu Yuan, "Why do you trust Bo Pai the moment you see him?" Wu Yuan said, "We share the same hatred and the same grief. What is strange about that?" Bailey shook his head. "I see him with hawk eyes and tiger steps. He is greedy, harsh, and flattering, and he loves power and killing. You must not keep him close. If you rely on him, he will surely drag you down later." Wu Yuan would not listen and still worked with Bo Pai. Now, King Liao's son Qingji fled to A City. He gathered death soldiers and sought outside support, preparing to attack Wu and take revenge. He Lu said to Wu Yuan, "When we assassinated King Liao, it depended on you. Now if Qingji is not removed, I cannot eat or sleep. Think of a way again for me." Wu Yuan sighed. "I plotted with you against my former lord, and now you want to harm his son too. I fear heaven will not be pleased." He Lu said coldly, "If Qingji lives, then King Liao is not truly dead. This cannot stop. I only lack another Zhuanju. You have searched a long time. Do you have someone usable?" Wu Yuan said, "I have my eye on a man of low status. He may not be worse." He Lu frowned. "Qingji cannot be stopped by 10,000 men. How can a low man face him?" Wu Yuan answered, "Low status does not mean low skill. He has courage that cannot be stopped by 10,000 men." He Lu pressed again, and Wu Yuan gave the name, Yao Li. Wu Yuan told He Lu Yao Li's earlier story. A strong man named Zhao Chu lost a horse to a monster at a river. He jumped into the water and fought the monster for 3 days and nights. He did not save the horse, and he was beaten blind in one eye. When he came to Wu for mourning, he used that experience to act arrogant and insult others. Yao Li mocked him in public. "A true warrior can fight the sun and not shift his shadow, and fight spirits and not step back. You fought in the water for days. Your horse died. Your eye went blind. Yet you still cling to life and did not die with the monster. You are the most useless thing, and you still dare look down on others." Zhao Chu could not lift his head. When Yao Li went home, he told his wife, "I shamed Zhao Chu. Tonight he will surely come to kill me. Do not bolt the door. I will lie and wait." At midnight, Zhao Chu truly burst in with a sword. He pressed the blade to Yao Li's throat and cursed, "You have 3 reasons to die. You shamed me in public. You did not bolt your door. You did not run when you saw me." Yao Li replied calmly, "I have no 3 crimes. You have 3 evils. I shamed you in public and you did not dare speak. You sneaked in at night, attacking when a man is unprepared. You only dare talk because you have a sword at my throat. The vile one is you." Zhao Chu withdrew his sword and sighed. "Your courage is above mine. If I kill you, people will laugh at me. If I do not kill you, I cannot call myself brave." He threw down the sword, smashed into the window, and killed himself. When He Lu heard this, he said urgently, "Bring Yao Li here at once." Wu Yuan brought Yao Li into the palace. He Lu thought he would see a tall and mighty man, but Yao Li was only a little over 5 Qi. So thin he looked like he could be snapped, and his face was ugly. He Lu blurted out, "This is Yao Li?" Yao Li knelt straight. "I am short and weak. A gust of wind could knock me down. But if you have a task, I dare not refuse." Wu Yuan added, "A good horse is not judged by appearance, but by whether it can carry weight and run far. Yao Li is ugly, but his heart and courage are great. Without him, this matter cannot be done." Only then did He Lu keep him and speak in detail. Yao Li spoke directly. "The one you fear is Qingji. I can kill him. I will live." He Lu laughed. "Qingji is light as a swallow. Even fast horses cannot catch him. 10,000 men cannot block him. How can you get close?" Yao Li said, "Killing depends on wit, not brute force. If you let me get near him, I can stab him as easily as killing a chicken." He Lu said, "He only accepts desperate fugitives. How would he trust someone from within Wu?" Yao Li answered fiercely, "Then please kill my wife and children first, and cut off my right arm. Let me flee as a criminal. Qingji will surely believe me. Then I can get close and strike." He Lu hesitated. "You have no fault. How can I bear to do that?" Yao Li said in a deep voice, "If I do not fulfill a minister's duty to serve his lord, that is not loyalty. If I cling to my family and cannot remove my lord's danger, that is not righteousness. If I can earn a name of loyalty and righteousness, I am willing even to lose an entire household." Wu Yuan also urged, "Yao Li forgets home for the state and forgets himself for his lord. After it is done, you should provide well for his wife and children, so his whole family gains a name." Only then did He Lu nod. The next day, Wu Yuan brought Yao Li to court and recommended him as a great general, and at the same time asked He Lu to send troops to attack Chu. He Lu cursed loudly in public. "Yao Li's strength is less than a child's. How can he lead troops? The state has only just stabilized. How can we fight again? Yao Li attacked back in public. You do not speak of benevolence and righteousness. Wu Zishu helped you secure Wu, yet you will not help him take revenge. He Lu raged and ordered soldiers to seize Yao Li, cut off his right arm, and throw him into prison. He also sent men to arrest Yao Li's wife and children. The ministers all stared, not knowing the hidden plan. A few days later, Wu Yuan secretly ordered the jailer to loosen the guard. Yao Li escaped at night. He Lu then killed Yao Li's wife and children and burned their bodies, casting them in the marketplace as proof. Yao Li wandered, crying out his grievance, and found Qingji in Wei. He could not get an audience. Qingji suspected a trick and would not accept him. Yao Li tore off his clothes and showed his severed arm. Only then did Qingji believe. He asked, He Lu killed your wife and children and cut off your arm. Why come to me? Yao Li said, He Lu killed your father and stole the throne. You want revenge, and I want to join you. You repay your father's death, and I repay my wife's hate. I know Wu's strengths and weaknesses and can guide you. Qingji still doubted. He sent men back to Wu to check. The scouts returned and confirmed that Yao Li's wife and children were indeed killed in the marketplace. Only then did Qingji take him as a trusted man. Qingji asked, Wu employs Wu Zishu and Bo Pai to train troops and govern. We have few men and weak force. How can we succeed? Yao Li said, Bo Pai is not worth fearing. In Wu, there is only Wu Zixu, with both wisdom and courage. But he and He Lu already have a rift. Qingji did not believe it. Wu Zishu is He Lu's benefactor. How could there be conflict? Yao Li cast the net. Wu Zishu helped He Lu only to borrow Wu troops to strike Chu and avenge his father and brother. Now King Ping of Chu and Fei Wuji are dead. He Lu enjoys his throne and will not help Wu Zishu take revenge. I spoke a few words for Wu Zishu and He Lu grew furious. My home was destroyed and my family died. Wu Zishu's resentment is obvious. I escaped prison only because Wu Zishu worked in secret. He also asked me to bring you words. If you will help my Wu clan take revenge, I will act as an inner helper and wash away my guilt from plotting in the secret chamber. If you do not seize the chance to attack Wu now, and their lord and minister reconcile, then neither of us will ever repay our great hate. After speaking, he cried as if he would crash into a pillar. Qingji grabbed him. I will follow your plan. So Qingji returned to Ai City, repaired ships, and trained troops. He had Yao Li train the death soldiers. 3 months later, warships sailed downstream to attack Wu, and Yao Li and Qingji rowed the same boat. Halfway down, the rear boats began to lag. Yao Li said, If you sit at the bow and command the boatmen yourself, the fleet will stay in line. Qingji went to the bow and sat steady. Yao Li stood beside him, holding a short spear in attendance. Suddenly, a strange wind rose over the river. Yao Li moved to the upwind side and used the wind's push. He thrust the spear straight into Qingji's heart. The tip pierced through his back. Qingji erupted in rage. He seized Yao Li, plunged him into the water 3 times, then hauled him back and set him on his knees. He even smiled. So there truly is a warrior like you in the world, daring to stab me. His men raised weapons to kill Yao Li. Qingji waved them back. He is a rare warrior under heaven. How can we, in one day, kill 2 rare warriors? Let him return to Wu, to show his loyal courage. With those words, Qingji pulled the spear out himself. Blood poured out. He died on the boat. Before Qingji died, he told his men, Do not kill Yao Li, let him keep his name and reputation whole. But when they truly tried to release Yao Li, he stood at the bow and would not move. His voice was cold. I have 3 reasons I cannot live. Even if the prince commands it, I will not cling to life. Everyone asked what 3. Yao Li said, I had my own wife and children killed so the king of Wu would use me. That is not humane. I served a new ruler by killing the former ruler's son. That is not righteous. I wanted to accomplish great things, yet I ended as a cripple with my whole family destroyed. That is not wise. I carry these 3 crimes on my back. How can I still live? After speaking, he dove into the river. The men on the boat pulled him up. He asked them back, Why did you save me? They tried to persuade him. If you return to Wu, you will surely be given rank and reward. You will have honor and wealth. Yao Li laughed. If I do not even want my life, why would I care about rank? He seized a sword, cut off both his legs first, and then slit his own throat. Qingji's men carried both bodies, Qingji's and Yao Li's, on the same boat and went to present them to King He Lu of Wu. He Lu was overjoyed. He rewarded the surrendered troops heavily and took them into his own forces. He buried Yao Li beneath Chang Gate with the rights for a high minister and said, "I borrow your courage and strength to guard my gate." He also granted posthumous honors to Yao Li's wife and children, and he built temples for Yao Li and Juanzhu so they could be worshipped. Qingji was buried with the rights for a prince beside King Liao's old tomb. After that, Heilu held a great banquet for the ministers. During the feast, Wu Yuan spoke with tears. "Great king, your troubles are now fully removed. When will my revenge be repaid?" Bo Pai also wept and asked to attack Chu. Heilu only said, "We will discuss it tomorrow morning." The next day, Wu Yuan and Bo Pai entered the palace. Heilu said, "I have decided to send troops. Who can serve as general?" The two answered together, "We will follow whatever you command. Even if we die 10,000 times, we will not refuse." Yet, Heilu hesitated inside. Both of them were men of Chu, eager to repay private hatred. They might not truly be willing to risk everything for Wu. He stayed silent for a long time and only sighed. Wu Yuan saw it and asked, "Is the great king afraid that Chu has many soldiers and many generals?" Heilu nodded. "Yes." Wu Yuan said, "I recommend one man. He will surely win. His surname is Sun and his given name is Wu. He is a man of Wu." The moment Heilu heard a man of Wu, his face relaxed. Wu Yuan continued. "He wrote the 13 chapters of the Art of War. He hides his ability and does not show himself. He lives in seclusion in the Luofu Mountains to the east. To invite him, we must prepare rich gifts and go in person." So Heilu gave 200 pieces of gold and a pair of white jade discs, and ordered Wu Yuan to drive the carriage and go invite him. Wu Yuan spoke again and again about the king's respect and admiration, and only then did he persuade Sun Wu to leave the mountains. Heilu came down the steps to greet him, gave him a seat, and asked about warfare. Heilu sighed. "Military methods may be wonderful, but my state is small and my troops are few. I fear I cannot use them." Sun Wu replied, "I can train soldiers. Even women can be trained. As long as they obey military orders, they can go into battle." Heilu laughed loudly. "Even women can fight?" Sun Wu's face turned serious. "If you do not believe it, give me the palace maids. If I cannot train them, I will accept the crime of deceiving the king." Heilu then assigned 300 palace maids. Sun Wu also requested 2 favored consorts as captains. Heilu pointed to the left lady and the right lady and said, "These two." Sun Wu said, "In the army, orders come first, then rewards and punishments. Please appoint an officer of law, an officer to pass commands, and men to beat the drums and strike the gongs. Also line-armored soldiers with halberds beside the platform to make the military presence strict." Everyone agreed. The maids were divided into 2 groups, left and right. The left lady led the left group, and the right lady led the right group. Sun Wu announced 3 rules in public. The formation must not scatter, speech must not be noisy. If an order is broken, no one may claim it was an accident. The next morning, they would meet on the drill ground to receive commands. The next day, the maids arrived wearing armor and holding swords and shields. Sun Wu drew the formation, used the flags to lead, and used drumbeats for advance and retreat. He gave another order. At the first drumbeat, stand. At the second drumbeat, turn left and right to face the opposite direction. At the third drumbeat, raise the sword and act as if in battle. When you hear the gong, stop and withdraw. The maids covered their mouths and laughed. After the first drumbeat, some stood and some sat, uneven and messy. Sun Wu said, "If orders are not clear, the fault is the general's." He ordered the commands to be explained again. After the second drumbeat, they did stand up, but they leaned crookedly and still laughed without stopping. Sun Wu rolled up his sleeves and personally struck the third drumbeat. The laughter grew even louder. Sun Wu shouted, "Where is the officer of law?" The officer of law knelt. Sun Wu asked, "If orders are announced again and again, yet still not followed, what is the punishment?" The officer answered, "Beheading." Sun Wu said, "We cannot behead everyone. The fault lies with the captains. Behead the captains as a warning." The armored soldiers had no choice. They tied up the left lady and the right lady. Heilu saw this from the Watching Clouds terrace and quickly sent Bo Pai with a command arrow to plead. "Those 2 consorts please me in attendance. Spare them." Sun Wu replied, "In the army there are no jokes. I have received the king's command and serve as general. When a general is in the army, there are times when the king's order cannot be accepted. If we pardon crime for personal feeling, how can we make the crowd obey?" He then gave the order at once. "Execute." The 2 heads were set before the formation. Only then did the maids fall silent like cold stone. Sun Wu chose 2 other women as captains. He trained them again by the same system. First drumbeat stand, second turn, third act as battle, gong withdraw. After 3 rounds of drumbeats, The lines advanced, retreated, and turned without the slightest error. The field was so quiet that not even a crow called. Sun Wu sent a man to report, "The troops are now orderly, please inspect them. Even into boiling water and fire, they will not dare retreat." He Lu had lost the 2 consorts. His chest felt blocked, and he almost decided not to use Sun Wu. Wu Yuan urged him, "Warfare is a harsh tool. If orders are not firm, it cannot work. Beauty is easy to find, but a great commander is hard to gain. To abandon Sun Wu for 2 consorts is to love dead grass and discard living seedlings." He Lu finally woke up. He appointed Sun Wu as supreme general and military advisor, and placed the campaign against Chu fully in his hands. Sun Wu first said, "Before attacking outside, remove trouble inside. Yan Yu is in Shu, and Zhu Yong is in Zhongwu. Both seek revenge. Remove them first." He Lu sent envoys to demand the 2 men. The ruler of Shu, Zhang Yu, secretly warned Yan Yu, so Yan Yu escaped. Zhu Yong also fled Zhongwu. The 2 met and went to Chu together. King Zhao of Chu was pleased and settled them at Shu city to train troops. He Lu was furious. He ordered Sun Wu to first destroy Shu, and Zhang Yu also fled to Chu. Then they attacked Zhongwu and captured its ruler. Next they struck Shu city and beheaded Yan Yu and Zhu Yong. He Lu wanted to press the victory and force Ying, but Sun Wu advised, "The soldiers are exhausted. We cannot use them again and again," so they withdrew. Wu Yuan then offered another plan. "Divide the troops into 3 forces and rotate to harass Chu's borders. When you advance, I retreat. When you return, I advance." They would wear Chu down until its troops were drained and then strike with the full army in one blow. He Lu followed the plan, and the people of Chu suffered bitterly. But at this time, He Lu's favored daughter Shengyu became furious because of the leftover fish reward. "My father shames me with leftover fish. What is the point of living?" She returned to the palace and killed herself. He Lu grieved and buried her with great honor. He dug a pool and made it into the Lady Tomb Lake. Gold, jade, and pearls consumed almost half the treasury. He also buried her with the famous sword Pan Ying. During the funeral, he lured 10,000 people into the tomb passage. The mechanism dropped and sealed them inside as companions in death. He Lu said, "With 10,000 companions, my daughter will not be lonely." From then on, the land of Wu had the custom of mourning pavilions and making white cranes. One day, King Zhao of Chu awoke and saw a cold light flashing beside his pillow. He had gained a precious sword. He summoned Feng Huzi to judge the sword. Feng Huzi was shocked. "This sword is called Zhan Lu. It was forged by Wu Yezi. If a ruler lacks the way, the sword will leave him and return to a state with the way." He Lu murdered his lord and seized the throne, and he buried 10,000 people alive as sacrifice. The people's anger boils. "So Zhan Lu has come to you, great king." King Zhao was delighted and wore it to show the crowd. When He Lu heard the sword had entered Chu, he flew into rage and killed dozens of close attendants. He ordered Sun Wu, Wu Yuan, and Bo Pai to attack Chu, and also sent envoys to borrow troops from Yue. The king of Yue, Yun Cheng, refused to lend troops. The Wu army captured several cities, but without support, they had to retreat. He Lu then blamed Yue. Sun Wu advised, "This year Jupiter passes over Yue. It is not favorable to attack Yue." He Lu would not listen. He still attacked Yue and defeated the Yue army greatly at Zuili, then plundered and returned. Sun Wu said privately to Wu Yuan, 40 years from now, Yue will grow strong, and Wu will decline. That is heaven's number." Wu Yuan remembered it in silence. The next year, Nanghua led Chu's navy to invade. He Lu sent Sun Wu and Wu Yuan to meet them. They defeated Chu at Chao and captured Mifan. He Lu sighed, "If we do not enter Ying, even victory is only labor without result." Wu Yuan said, "I have not forgotten Ying, but Chu is strong and cannot be taken lightly. Nanghua has lost the people's hearts, yet he binds the lords together. We must wait until the lord's turn." So He Lu ordered Sun Wu to train the navy at the river mouth, and Wu Yuan to investigate Chu in secret. Then news came that envoys from Tang and Kai arrived in Wu to form friendship. Wu Yun secretly rejoiced. Both were Chu's dependent states. If they came suddenly, they must have a rift with Chu. It turned out that after King Zhao gained Zhanlu, the lords came to congratulate him. The Marquis of Kai offered jade pendants and silver furs. The Marquis of Tang drove a famous horse named Su Xiang to court. Nanghua grew greedy at the treasures and demanded them. When he could not get them, he accused the 2 marquises of colluding with Wu. He detained them in the guest residence. In name it was protection, but in truth it was imprisonment. He held them for 3 years. The heir of Tang sent Gongsun Zhe to visit. Gongsun Zhe advised the Marquis of Tang, Which is heavier, 2 horses or 1 state? Offer the horses and ask to go home." The Marquis of Tang grew angry. "I would not even give them to the King of Chu, let alone Nanghua. He holds me hostage. I would rather die than submit." Gongsun Zhe quietly told the attendants, "Our lord has been trapped for years. How can we value horses above the state? We should steal the horses and offer them to Nanghua so we can rescue our lord home." The others followed. They got the horsekeeper drunk, stole the horse, and presented it. Nanghua was delighted and reported to King Zhao, and King Zhao released the Marquis of Tang. After returning home, the Marquis of Tang bound Gongsun Zhe and the others and came to confess, but he rewarded them heavily. "If not for you, when would I have returned?" When the Marquis of Qi saw that Tang was freed by offering the horse, he also offered the jade pendants and silver furs to Nanghua. Only then was he released from Ying. The Marquis of Qi burned with anger. He threw a white jade disc into the Han River and swore, "If I cross the river south again before I attack Chu, let this river flow away." He returned home and sent his son to Jin as a hostage, to borrow troops to attack Chu. King Jing of Zhou ordered the lords to gather. 17 forces met at Shaoling, but the Jin generals Shi Yang and Xun Yin were both greedy. Heavy rain and illness came together, and they used it as an excuse and broke the alliance to return home. The Marquis of Qi was disappointed. He blamed the state of Shen for refusing to follow and even destroyed Shen. Nanghua then attacked Qi and besieged the capital of Qi. In Qi, a man of the Gongsun clan said, "Jin cannot be relied on. Better seek Wu in the east. Wu Zixu and Bo Pai have great hatred for Chu. They will surely do their full strength." So the Marquis of Qi contacted Tang and sent Gongsun Xing to Wu, and also gave his son Qian as a hostage. Wu Yuan introduced him to Heilu and said, "Tang and Cai are willing to be the vanguard. Saving Cai will spread Wu's name. Breaking Chu will bring wealth and goods. To attack Ying, this chance cannot be missed." Heilu accepted the hostage and promised troops. Just as they were preparing to mobilize, Sun Wu returned from the river mouth and advised, "Chu is hard to attack because it has many dependent states, but now Jin calls once and 18 states rise. Even Chen, Shu, Dun, and He abandon Chu and follow Jin. This shows the people resent Chu, and Chu is truly isolated." Heilu became even more determined. He ordered Bailey to assist the crown prince in guarding the capital. He appointed Sun Wu as chief general, with Wu Yuan and Bo Pai as deputy generals. He made his younger brother Fu Gai and Prince Shan to supervise supplies. He sent 60,000 Wu troops, but called it 100,000, and crossed the Huai by water route, heading straight for Qi. When Nanghua saw the Wu army pressing close, he hurriedly lifted the siege of Qi's capital. He retreated and crossed the Han River before he dared to camp, and repeatedly sent reports to Ying. The Marquis of Qi went out of the city to greet the King of Wu. The Marquis of Tang also arrived and asked to advance together as the left and right forces. Before moving, Sun Wu suddenly ordered that once the soldiers came ashore, all warships should remain in the bend of the Huai River. Wu Yuan asked why. Sun Wu said, "Sailing upstream is slow and gives Chu time to prepare. Better to abandon the ships and go by land to strike them by surprise." So the great army marched by the north bank, past Zhang Mountain on foot, and pressed straight toward Hanyang. The Chu army camped south of the Han River, and the Wu army lined up north of the Han River. When Nanghua heard that Wu left its ships behind, he felt a little at ease. King Zhao urgently summoned the ministers. Prince Shen said, "Nanghua is not a true commander. Please send the left Sima Shen Yinshu quickly to support him and cut off the Wu army from crossing the Han. Wu comes from far and has no follow-up. If it stays long, it will trap itself." King Zhao immediately ordered Shen Yinshu to lead 15,000 to Hanyang. Shen Yinshu entered Nanghua's main camp and asked, "How did the Wu troops arrive so fast?" Nanghua replied, "They abandoned the ships and marched by land, passing Zhang Mountain." Shen Yinshu laughed. "People say Sun Wu uses troops like a god. I think it is nothing special. Wu troops are used to water warfare. They abandon the ships to be fast. If they lose once, they will not even have a way back." Nanghua asked, "Then how do we break Wu?" Shen Yinshu said, "I will split off 5,000 for you to line the Han, gather boats on the south bank, and send light boats to patrol day and night, so Wu will not dare cross. I will take 10,000 myself and circle from Sinks to the Huai River Bend, burn all Wu ships, and then block the small road on the east side of the Han. Then you cross the river and strike the Wu camp, and I strike from the rear. Wu will have both water and land escape routes cut, attacked from front and back. Their lord and ministers will all die by my hand." Nanghua was delighted. Excellent. He left Wu Chenghe to guard the camp and assist Nanghua, while Shen Yinshu led 10,000 and rushed toward Sinks. After Shen Yinshu left, the armies of Wu and Chu faced each other across the Han River and dragged it out for several days. Wu Chenghe wanted to please Nanghua, so he leaned in and said, "The Wu troops left their boats and came ashore. That is like cutting off one of their own legs. They do not know the local ground either." Sima Shen already calculated they would suffer. Now they cannot cross the river, and their morale is loosening. We should strike at once. Shi Huang fanned the flames beside him. The people of Chu like the Sima more, and like you less. If he burns the Wu boats and blocks the eastern road of the Han, the first great merit will fall to him. You are high in rank and famous, yet you have lost again and again. If you also give away the top credit, how will you hold down the court later? He might even replace you and take power. Better follow Wu Chenghe's plan, cross the river, and fight a hard battle. Nanghua was moved. He ordered the 3 armies to cross the Han River and set a battle line at Shaobi Mountain. Shi Huang went first to provoke. Sun Wu then sent the vanguard Fu Gai to meet him. Fu Gai brought only 300 fierce men, and everyone held a heavy hardwood club. They rushed in and swung in wild arcs. The Chu troops had never seen such a method. In an instant, they were stunned. Shi Huang fled back in disgrace. Nanghua slammed the table in anger. "You told me to cross the river. We meet once and you get beaten like this. How dare you come back?" Shi Huang forced himself to answer. "This is not a great victory. Tonight we should raid the camp. The main camp of the King of Wu is right under Dabi Mountain. If we kill our way in at night, we will surely gain merit." Nanghua nodded again. He chose 10,000 elite troops and, under cover of darkness, circled behind Dabi Mountain. But Sun Wu already heard the news. Fu Gai had just reported victory and the generals came to congratulate him. Sun Wu kept a cold face and said, "Nanghua is shallow and greedy for credit. Shi Huang's loss is nothing. Tonight they will surely raid our camp. No one must relax." He arranged everything on the spot. Fu Gai and Zhuan Yi would lie in ambush at the left and right mountain passes, and attack together the moment the horn sounded. The Marquis of Tang and the Marquis of Qi would support from 2 sides. Wu Yuan would take 5,000 and circle around Shaobi Mountain to strike Nanghua's main camp from behind. Bo Pai would coordinate support. Prince Shan would escort the King of Wu to move to Hanyan Mountain. The main camp would only hang flags for show, leaving a few hundred old and weak men to guard it, making it an empty camp. At midnight, Nanghua indeed charged out from behind the mountain. He saw the camp quiet, like nobody was there, and felt joy. He shouted and rushed in. Only after entering did he see it was completely empty. Nanghua's heart sank. This is bad. He turned to retreat, but the horns cried out everywhere. Xuanyi and Fu Gai came out from both sides and cut the Chu troops in half. Nanghua fought while running, and 3 parts of his men became only 2 parts. Just as he escaped the pincer, a cannon sounded. On the left, the Marquis of Tang blocked him. On the right, the Marquis of Qi stopped him. The Marquis of Tang roared, "Give back my horse Suxiang, and I will spare your life." The Marquis of Qi also shouted, "Give back my furs and jade pendants, and I will spare your life." Nanghua felt shame and rage. As he panicked, Wu Chenghe arrived and fought fiercely, forcing a path and rescuing Nanghua. Before he could even catch a breath, soldiers from the camp ran to report, "Lord Lingyan, disaster. Our main camp has been taken by Wu Yuan. General Shi has fled and cannot be found." Nanghua was so frightened that his spirit nearly left his body. He fled through the night and only dared to stop at Boju. At daybreak, Shi Huang dragged back what was left of his troops. Nanghua sighed with a red face. "Sun Wu uses troops as if they are alive. We should withdraw and return, ask the great king to send more troops, and fight again." But Shi Huang clenched his teeth and pushed back. "You led troops yourself to block Wu. If you abandon camp and return, the Wu troops will cross the Han and rush straight to Ying. Can you bear that guilt? Better fight to the death. Even dying in formation leaves a name." As they argued, another report arrived. Reinforcements have arrived. It was Wei Shi, bringing 10,000 troops. After Nanghua explained what happened, his face burned with shame. Wei Shi said coldly, "If you had listened to Sima Shen from the start, it would not have come to this. In my view, we should dig trenches, build walls, and hold to the ground. Do not go out to fight again. Wait for the Sima to return, join forces, and then fight." Nanghua refused. "Last time I lost because I had too few men and went to raid a camp. If our strength matches and we fight face to face, I do not believe we cannot win. You have just arrived. We should use the sharp spirit now and decide life or death." Wei Shi would not agree. So each side built its own camp. They said they would support each other, but in truth, they were more than 10 li apart. Nanghua relied on rank and did not take Wei Shi seriously. Wei Shi also thought Nanghua useless and would not take orders. Morale scattered even more. Fu Gai learned this and went to Heilu. The Chu commanders are not united. The three armies have no fighting will. If we chase the victory, we will win completely. Heilu did not allow it. Fu Gai threw his sleeve. A king gives orders by a king's will. A minister also acts by a minister's will. I will go fight myself. If I win, Ying will be within reach. Early the next morning, Fu Gai led his own 5,000 men straight at Nanghua's main camp. When Sun Wu heard it, he urgently ordered Wu Yuan to bring troops to support. Fu Gai rushed into the camp, and Nanghua had no guard at all. The camp fell into chaos. Wu Chenghe fought to the death to block the Wu troops. Nanghua could not even care for his chariot. An arrow struck his upper body. He stumbled and fled from the rear camp. He ran straight into Shi Huang arriving with troops. Shi Huang shoved him onto a chariot and said in a heavy voice, "Lord Lingyan, you must weigh it yourself. I should die here." Nanghua stripped off his official robe and armor and drove the chariot in a mad run. He did not dare return to Ying. He fled all the way to Zheng. When Wu Yuan arrived, Shi Huang tried to hold the pursuit. He lifted his painted halberd and charged into the Wu troops, rushing left and right. He killed more than 200 Wu soldiers and then fell with heavy wounds. Wu Chenghe also did not retreat. Fu Gai beheaded him on the spot. After the front camp broke, Wei Yan, the son of Wei Shi, was anxious to send troops to rescue. But Wei Shi stood at the gate of the camp and shouted, "Whoever moves without order will be beheaded at once." The defeated troops of Nanghua gathered under Wei Shi. More than 10,000 remained. Wei Shi said, "The Wu troops chase fiercely. We cannot hold. First retreat to Ying." He ordered Wei Yan to go first while he covered the rear. Fu Gai chased all the way to Qingfa and saw the Chu troops scrambling to find boats to cross the river. The Wu troops wanted to charge, but Fu Gai held them back. A trapped beast still fights, let alone men. If we push them too hard, they will fight us to the death. Better wait until they have crossed halfway, then strike. Those who crossed will only think of running. Those who have not crossed will fight for boats and scatter. Who will still die in formation? This battle is sure to win. He truly pulled back 20 li and camped. Sun Wu and the others arrived and all nodded after hearing it. Helu said with joy, "With a younger brother like this, why would I worry about entering Ying?" But Wu Yun lowered his voice to warn. Bailey once read Fu Gai's face. He said Fu Gai's body hair grows the wrong way, and he may have the look of betraying his lord. He is brave, but he cannot be heavily trusted. Helu did not believe it. Wei Shi saw the Wu troops retreat 20 li and became proud. "I told you, the Wu men are timid and do not dare to chase hard." He ordered the whole army to eat their fill first, then cross. Who knew that after only 3 parts out of 10 had crossed, Fu Gai suddenly attacked. The Chu troops fought for boats and fell into a mass. Wei Shi could not hold them down. He could only leap from his chariot and run. Those who had not crossed also scattered in panic. The Wu troops slaughtered from behind. Flags, drums, halberds, and armor were so many they could not even pick them up. Sun Wu also ordered the Tang and Kai troops to seize boats along the river and support the pursuit. The Chu troops fled to Yangshui. Everyone was exhausted and hungry. They had just set up pots to cook when the Wu troops caught up again. They had to run before a single bite. Hot food and hot broth all became the Wu troops' gain. The Wu troops ate their fill and chased again. The Chu troops trampled each other, and the deaths grew heavier. Wei Shi's war chariot was tripped by a stone and overturned. Fu Gai thrust his halberd through Wei Shi's throat, and Wei Shi died on the spot. Wei Yan was also surrounded until he could barely breathe. Then he heard thunderous shouting from the northeast and said in despair, "Wu reinforcements have come. I am finished." But that reinforcement was not Wu. It was Shen Yinshu. Shen Yinshu had reached Sinks when he heard Nanghua had already been defeated. He rushed back at once and collided with Wei Yan being surrounded. He immediately split his 10,000 into 3 routes and charged. The Wu troops saw 3 routes arrive and did not know how many there were, so they had to pull back. Shen Yinshu slaughtered fiercely, and more than 1,000 Wu soldiers died. He was about to chase again, but Helu's main force arrived. Both sides built camps and faced each other. At night, Shen Yinshu spoke quietly to his household man Wu Jubei. "The Lingyan's greed for quick merit ruined my plan. That is heaven's will. Tomorrow I will fight Wu to the death. If I win, Wu cannot reach Ying, and it is Chu's blessing. If I lose, I entrust my head to you. Do not let it fall into Wu hands." He also told Wei Yan, "Your father has already fulfilled loyalty. You cannot die again. Return to Ying at once and tell Zixi to defend the city quickly." Wei Yan knelt and wept. "May the Sima drive Wu and build merit." Then he left with tears. At dawn the next day, the battle began. Shen Yinshu always cared for his troops, and his orders were strict and orderly. The Chu soldiers fought to the death. Even Fu Gai, brave as he was, could not press them down. It looked as if the Wu side could not hold. At that moment, Sun Wu led the main force of Wu and struck. On the right were Wu Yuan and the Marquis of Qi. On the left were Bo Pai and the Marquis of Tang. Strong bows and crossbows went in front, and blades, spears, swords, and halberds followed behind. They smashed straight into the Chu camp. The Chu troops were instantly scattered. Shen Yinshu fought to break out. He was struck by many arrows and lay stiff on his war chariot, unable to move. He shouted to Wu Jubei, "I cannot go on. Quickly take my head and bring it to the king of Chu." Wu Jubei could not do it. Shen Yinshu used all his strength to roar once and shut his eyes, refusing to look. Wu Jubei was forced into tears. He could only draw his sword and cut off the head. He wrapped it in clothing and held it to his chest. He dug a pit and buried the body, then ran madly toward Ying. The Wu army then drove straight into the heart of Chu. Wei Yan reached Ying first and cried out the news. Nanghua had fled in defeat, the father was dead, and the generals were collapsing. King Zhao's face turned pale. He urgently summoned Zixi and Ziqi to discuss. Right after that, Wu Jubei arrived and presented Shen Yinshu's head and reported the defeat in full. King Zhao burst into loud crying. "I did not value Sima Shen early, this is my fault." He also cursed Nanghua in anger. "A traitor who ruins the state, greedy to live and afraid to die, even pigs and dogs would not eat his flesh." Wu Jubei urged, "Wu troops are close, please plan early." King Zhao ordered Shen Juliang to take his father's head back for a heavy burial and named him Lord Ye. At the same time, he wanted to abandon the city. Zixi wept and urged, "The altars and ancestral temples are all in Ying. If you leave, it will be hard to return." But King Zhao said, "Even the Han River, a natural barrier, could not be held. The Wu army has crossed it and will kill its way here soon. Should I wait to be captured?" Ziqi said, "There are still tens of thousands of soldiers in the city. Take out grain and cloth from the palace to reward them and hold to the death. Also send envoys to the states east of the Han to ask for help. Wu troops are deep inside. Their supply cannot follow. They cannot last long." King Zhao shook his head. "If they are in Chu land, do you think they cannot find food? The dependent states have long lost their hearts. Tang and Kai even guide the Wu army. We cannot count on them." Zixi still said, "We will lead troops and hold to the death. If it truly fails, we can leave then. It will not be too late." King Zhao said with tears, "The life and death of the state rests on you two elder brothers. You decide." After speaking, he entered the inner palace. Zixi and Ziqi quickly divided the forces. Du Chao led 5,000 to guard my city and block the north road. Song Mu led 5,000 to guard Jinan city and block the northwest. Zixi personally led 10,000 and camped at Lufu River to block the eastern crossing. Zixi patrolled inside the city. Wang Sun Youyu, Wang Sun Yu, Zhong Jian, Shen Baosu, and others each inspected different places. On the Wu side, Helu set the date to attack Ying. Wu Yuan said, "Ying is still strong. 3 cities answer each other. A hard assault will not break it easily. Lufu River is the near road and will surely be heavily guarded. We should come from the north in 3 routes. 1 attacks my city, 1 attacks Jinan. The Great King leads the main army straight to Ying with speed like thunder. Make them unable to cover both sides. Once Mai and Jinan fall, Ying cannot be held." Sun Wu praised, "Excellent." So they arranged it like this. Wu Yuan and Prince Shan led 10,000 together with Kai troops to attack my city. Sun Wu and Fu Gai led 10,000 together with Tang troops to attack Jinan. Helu and Bo Pai led the main army straight toward Ying. Wu Yuan marched for several days. Scouts reported, "My city is more than 30 li ahead. Du Chao guards it." Wu Yuan stopped the army, changed into plain clothes, and brought 2 small soldiers to view the ground. In a village, he saw people leading donkeys and pushing mills to grind wheat. Bran flew everywhere. Wu Yuan suddenly slapped his thigh. "I know how to break my city." Back in camp, he gave a harsh order. Every soldier must find a cloth sack and fill it with sand and soil, and also find a bundle of grass. Bring them tomorrow morning. Whoever lacks it will be beheaded. He also ordered, every war chariot must carry a pile of stones. Whoever lacks it will be beheaded. At dawn, Wu Yuan split troops into two routes. The Marquis of Qi went east and Prince Qian went west. He ordered the soldiers to use stones, sand, soil, and grass bundles to build two small cities as camps. The eastern city was narrow and long, like a donkey, so it was called Donkey City. The western city was round like a mill, so it was called Mill City. The Marquis of Qi did not understand. Wu Yuan smiled. With a donkey in the east and a mill in the west, how could the wheat not be ground down? When Dou Chao heard Wu built cities on both sides of my city, he hurried to seize them. He reached Donkey City and saw banners and weapons like a forest. Just as he was about to attack, the gate opened and a young general came out. Dou Chao shouted to ask his name. The youth answered, "I am Ji Qian, son of the Marquis of Qi." Dou Chao mocked, "A child is not my match. Where is Wu Zishu?" Ji Qian laughed, "He has already gone to take your my city." Dou Chao raged and thrust his halberd. The two fought more than 20 exchanges. Then an urgent report came. Wu troops are attacking my city. Dou Chao hurried to sound the gong and return. His line turned messy. Ji Qian seized the chance, struck hard, and then withdrew. Dou Chao rushed back into the city and collided with Wu Yuan attacking the walls. He clasped his hands and tried to persuade him. "Is Zishu well? The wrong to your father and brother lay with Fei Wuji. The traitor is already removed. What revenge is left? Chu had kindness to your family for 3 generations. Have you forgotten?" Wu Yuan replied coldly, "My ancestors earned merit, and the king of Chu forgot it all. Then he killed my father and brother unjustly and still wanted my life. I endured 19 years to reach today. If you understand, step away and do not block my road. Then we can both remain at peace." Dou Chao cursed, "Traitor to the ruler, wicked rebel. Hiding from you is not a hero." He thrust his halberd and attacked. They traded several exchanges. Wu Yuan suddenly drew back. "You are already tired. I will let you enter the city. We fight again tomorrow." Dou Chao clenched his teeth. "Tomorrow we decide life and death." Then he entered the city. At midnight, shouting suddenly rose from the walls. Wu troops are inside. It turned out Wu Yuan had Chu surrendered soldiers in his army. He deliberately let Dou Chao return, so the surrendered men could blend into the Chu troops and lie in hiding. Deep in the night, they lowered long ropes from the wall and hoisted Wu soldiers up in batches. When the Chu troops discovered it, the wall was already full of Wu soldiers shouting together. The Wu soldiers outside also attacked at once. The defenders fell into chaos. Dou Chao could not hold them down and had to flee by chariot. Wu Yuan took my city and reported victory at once. On the other side, Sun Wu went around Huiyashan and entered Dangyang Slope. He saw that the Zhang River flowed north, that Jinan was low ground, and that to the west there was Chihu Lake connecting to Ying. He formed a plan at once. He ordered the whole army to dig channels through the night, guiding Zhang River into Chihu Lake, and also to build a long dike to block the river. The water rose 2 or 3 zhang. It happened to be winter, with a west wind. Sun Wu then broke the dam and released the water. The flood poured straight into Jinan City. The defender Songmu thought it was only the lake rising and hurried to send the people toward Ying. The water kept rising all the way to the walls of Ying. Sun Wu cut bamboo and built rafts. The Wu soldiers rode the rafts and pressed toward the city. Only then did Ying learn Wu had released the water. Inside the city, chaos spread and hearts scattered first. King Zhao saw it could not be held. He urgently ordered Zhen Yinggu to prepare boats. From the west gate he fled first, taking his younger sister Ji Mi. Zi Qi was still on the walls blocking water. When he heard the king had left, he could only lead officials out to escort him. He could not even care for his own family. Ying had no defenders. It fell without a fight. After Sun Wu welcomed Heilu into the palace of Ying, he first released the water back to the river, then joined forces to hold the city. Wu Yuan also rushed from my city to arrive. Heilu ascended the hall and received congratulations. Tang and Kai also came to congratulate him. Heilu was pleased and held a great wine feast. At night, Heilu stayed in the Chu royal palace and captured the queens and consorts to serve him. Heilu hesitated. Wu Yuan pushed him with one sentence. "You already took the capital. Why hesitate over his wives?" Heilu then kept them for the night and indulged day after day. Someone also reported, King Zhao's birth mother Bo Ying was once the wife of Crown Prince Jian and she was taken by King Ping. She is still beautiful. Heilu was tempted and ordered her to be summoned. Bo Ying refused to come no matter what. Heilu angrily ordered, "Seize her and bring her." Bo Ying shut her door, struck the window, held a sword, and shouted, "Lords are models of morality. By ritual, men and women do not share seats and do not share utensils. You have lost all dignity and are known for lust and disorder. I would rather die than submit." He Lu felt shame and quickly apologized. "I respect you. I only wish to see you once. How would I dare do wrong? Rest." He then sent old palace women to guard her door and forbade anyone to enter. Wu Yuan could not find King Zhao to vent his anger. He urged Bo Pai and others to lodge in Chu ministers' homes and humiliate their wives and concubines. Tang and Kai, together with Prince Shan, went to seize Nanghua's home. They saw the furs and jade pendants still in bamboo tubes, and the horse Suxiang still tied in the stable. Each marquis took back his own old item and then presented it to the king of Wu. The rest of the gold and treasure filled rooms until they could barely walk. Prince Shan still wanted to seize Nanghua's wife. Fu Gai arrived and drove him off, then took the woman himself. Ying fell into disorder beyond measure. Wu Yuan entered the palace and asked to destroy Chu's ancestral temples. Sun Wu advised instead, "If we go out for war, we must carry a name of righteousness." Now that Ying has fallen, better set Crown Prince Jian's son, Prince Shang, as ruler. The people will settle. They will also remember Wu's favor and send tribute for generations. He Lu wanted to destroy Chu and would not listen. He even ordered the temples burned. Tang and Kai then took leave and returned home. At Zhanghua Terrace, He Lu again held a great banquet. Everyone drank and enjoyed themselves. Suddenly Wu Yuan wept loudly. He Lu asked, "Your wish of revenge is already fulfilled. Why do you still cry?" Wu Yuan's tears flowed. "King Ping is dead and King Zhao has fled. My deep hatred has not been repaid even 1/10,000th. He Lu asked, "What do you want to do?" Wu Yuan said, "Please allow me to dig up King Ping's grave, open the coffin, and cut off his head. Only then can my hate be eased." He Lu said, "You have helped me greatly. Go." Wu Yuan rushed to Liaotai Lake. The water was vast and he could not find the tomb. He beat his chest and cried to heaven, "Heaven, do you not allow me to take revenge?" An old man stepped forward and pointed the way. King Ping feared his grave would be dug, so he buried the coffin under the lake. First block the water, then find the true coffin. Wu Yuan did as told. He first uncovered a false coffin, with only clothing and fine iron. Only after digging again did he find the true coffin. When it was opened, King Ping's body had not rotted because it had been sealed with mercury. Wu Yuan's rage exploded. He struck with a 9-section copper whip 300 times until flesh was ruined and bones were broken. He gouged out the eyes and cursed, then cut off the head, smashed the coffin, and threw the corpse into the wild. The old man said he was a stonemason who had worked on the tomb. In those years, many craftsmen who made the false coffin were killed to silence them. He survived by luck. Today he came to point out the grave, also to give the wronged souls a chance to speak. On the other side, King Zhao was robbed by bandits during flight. Yu Yu protected the king and was stabbed into a faint. The bandits sneered, "We only knew there was treasure on the boat. We did not know there was a king." Everyone abandoned the boat and fled in the night. When they gathered the next day, Yu Yu said that when he was unconscious, he seemed to hear Sun Shuao appear and say, "The Wu troops will soon withdraw." Chu can still continue. King Zhao sighed again and again. They went to Chengzhou Ford to find a boat. Lan Yunwei saw them and said, "A king who lost his state. Why should I carry him?" He pushed his boat away. Du Xin had no choice. He took off his clothes to bribe a fisherman and finally borrowed a boat. He carried King Zhao and Ji Mi to Yun. At night, Dou Huai sharpened a knife and wanted to kill King Zhao. Du Xin stopped him and shouted, "If you think again, I will kill you first." King Zhao heard it and felt cold in his heart. He did not dare stay long and turned north to flee to the state of Sui. At the same time, Zixi wanted to calm the people. He even wore royal clothes, sat in the royal carriage, and claimed the king of Chu was temporarily set up at Pingqiu. When he learned King Zhao was in Sui, he announced the true king's location to the people and hurried to Sui to follow him. Back in Wu Yuan searched long for King Zhao and could not find him. He held back anger and told He Lu, "If the king of Chu is not captured, Chu is not destroyed. I am willing to lead troops west across the river, chase him, and bring him to you." He Lu agreed. Wu Yuan chased all the way to Sui and wrote a letter to the Marquis of Sui, demanding that King Zhao be handed over. Wu Yuan chased King Zhao of Chu all the way to the state of Sui. His troops camped on the southern border of Sui first. He wrote a letter to pressure the Marquis of Sui. The words were very hard. Among the descendants of the Zhou royal house in the region of Hanchuan, almost all have been swallowed by Chu. Today, heaven protects Wu, and we have come to question the ruler of Chu. If you bring out the treasures of the king of Chu and make peace with Wu, the farmlands of Hanyang will belong to you. My king and you will be brothers for generations, and together we will serve the Zhou court." When the Marquis of Sui finished reading, he summoned his officials at once to discuss. Zi Qi, a Chu minister who looked very much like King Zhao, stepped forward and said, "This is too urgent. I can pretend to be the king. If you hand me over to Wu Yuan, the real king can escape." The Marquis of Sui then summoned the Grand Historian to divine. The omen read, "When things seem level, there will be a slope. When you go out, you will return. Release, but do not abandon. Take the new, but do not crave. The neighbor in the west is a tiger. The neighbor in the east is meat." After reading, the Marquis of Sui made his decision. Chu is the old, Wu is the new. The spirits have already pointed it out. So he sent a reply to refuse Wu Yuan. Sui has served Chu for generations. If the king of Chu truly came here, we could not refuse to shelter him. But he is not here. If he went elsewhere, we do not know. General, examine it yourself. When Wu Yuan heard this, suspicion rose at once. Nanghua had already fled to Zheng, so King Zhao likely went to Zheng as well. Also, Zheng had once harmed Crown Prince Jian, and that debt was not settled. So the Wu army turned to attack Zheng and surrounded the capital. By bad luck for Zheng, the worthy minister Yu Ji had just died. Duke Jing of Zheng was so frightened that his legs went soft. He pushed the whole disaster onto Nanghua. Nanghua was forced into suicide. The ruler of Zheng sent Nanghua's body to the Wu camp and explained, "The king of Chu truly did not come to Zheng." But Wu Yuan still would not withdraw. He insisted on destroying Zheng to avenge Crown Prince Jian. Zheng ministers asked to fight to the death by the river. The ruler of Zheng only gave a bitter smile. Even Chu, so huge, was beaten into that state by Wu. How could my small Zheng endure it? He had no choice. He posted a notice. "Whoever can make the Wu troops withdraw, I will give him half of Zheng." At this time, the son of the fisher elder, who once ferried Wu Yuan across the river, had also fled disorder and arrived in Zheng. He saw the notice and heard that the general surrounding the city was Wu Zishu. He went to see the ruler of Zheng and said, "I can make the Wu troops withdraw." The ruler of Zheng asked, "How many soldiers, how many chariots do you need?" He shook his head. "I need no soldier and no grain. I only need one oar. I will walk and sing and the Wu troops will withdraw." The ruler of Zheng did not believe it, but he had no other way. He gave him an oar and said, "If you truly withdraw the troops, there will be a great reward." That night, the man climbed down the city wall by rope and ran straight to the Wu camp. At the gate, he struck the oar and sang, "Man in the reeds, man in the reeds. A 7-star patterned sword at your waist. Do you not remember that river crossing, that bowl of millet, that abalone broth?" The guards seized him and dragged him into the tent. He still kept singing. Wu Yuan rose from his seat in shock. "Who are you?" The man lifted the oar. "General, you do not recognize this thing? I am the son of the fisher elder by the river." When Wu Yuan heard the words fisher elder, his heart tightened at once. He sighed. "Your father died because of me. I always wanted to repay his kindness, but I had nowhere to repay it. You have come to see me. What do you want me to do?" The man spoke plainly. "The ruler of Zhang fears you and posted a notice to beg you to withdraw. I remember that my father had old ties with you. I only ask you to spare Zhang." Wu Yuan looked up and sighed. "I live to this day only because the fisher elder gave me life. How could I dare forget that kindness?" That very day he ordered the siege lifted and the army withdrawn. The fisher elder's son returned to the city to report. The ruler of Zheng was overjoyed and truly granted him 100 li of land. The people all called him the fisher grandee. Wu Yuan withdrew back into Chu territory and camped at Mi. He split troops to guard roads and accept surrenders from dependent states. He still rushed to find King Zhao. On this side, after Ying fell, Shen Baozu hid in Shibi Mountain at Yiling. He heard that Wu Yuan dug up a tomb and whipped a corpse, and that he hunted King Zhao everywhere. He sent a letter to see him. "You were once an old minister under King Ping. Now you disgrace his body. You say it is revenge, but is it not too much? When things go to extremes, they turn back. You should return quickly. Otherwise, I will fulfill the vow of restoring Chu." Wu Yuan read it and stayed silent for a long time. He only let the messenger carry one sentence. "Military affairs are heavy, so there is no reply. Send my greetings. Loyalty and filial duty cannot both be complete. It was the king of Chu who drove me into a dead end. That is why I walked to this step." When Shen Baozu heard it, he clenched his teeth. "Zisu will not stop until Chu is destroyed. We cannot wait." He remembered that the queen of King Ping was the sister of Duke Ai of Qin, and King Zhao was also Qin's nephew. To save Chu, he could only beg Qin. So he ran day and night to Qin. His heels split and bled, He tore cloth to wrap his feet and kept going. At last he reached Yongzhou and met Duke Ai of Qin. He knelt and reported, "Wu is greedy like a boar and poisonous like a snake. They have long wanted to swallow the lords, and now they cut first at Chu. My ruler lost his state and wanders in exile. I beg you to remember the bond of uncle and nephew and send troops in urgent rescue." Duke Ai of Qin refused. "Qin is on the western border. Our troops are few and our state is weak. We can barely protect ourselves. How can we save others?" Shen Baosu held firm. If Chu falls and Qin does not save it, Wu's next step will be Qin. To protect Chu is to strengthen Qin. If Chu can be restored, Chu is willing to serve Qin for generations. Duke Ai still hesitated. He only said, "Stay first, I will discuss with my ministers." Shen Baosu replied in a low, hard voice, "My ruler is in exile. As a minister, how dare I seek comfort?" He did not remove his robes or cap. He stood in the court of Qin's palace and cried for 7 days and 7 nights. He ate nothing and drank nothing. At last, Duke Ai was forced awake. He said in alarm, "Chu has such a loyal minister. How could Wu easily destroy Chu? If Qin had no such man, how would Wu spare me?" He immediately ordered Zipu and Zihu to lead 500 war chariots to save Chu. Shen Baosu explained the route and timing. "I will return first to Sui to report good news. You 2 generals should go east out of Shang Valley. In 5 days you will reach Xiangyang, then turn south to Jingmen. Wu Zishu will go south from Xiliang Mountain. On the way he will still face resistance from the broken parts of Chu. It will take about 2 months for him to arrive. The Wu army is proud and careless, and after long war they want to go home. If we crush one force, the rest will scatter." Zipu nodded. "The roads are unfamiliar. We need Chu troops to guide us so we do not miss the time." Shen Baoshu rushed back to Sui. The moment he saw King Zhao, he said, "Qin troops have crossed the border to save Chu." King Zhao was overjoyed. He said to the Marquis of Sui, "The omen said, the neighbor in the west is a tiger, the neighbor in the east is meat. Qin is in the west, Wu is in the east. It has come true." So King Zhao, with Xixi, Ziqi, Songmu, Wei Yan, and Sui troops, went to Xiangyang to meet Qin's army. After they joined, the Chu army marched first and Qin followed. When they reached the Yi River, they met the Wu general Fu Gai. Zipu said to Shen Baoxu, "You hold him first. I will strike in from behind." Shen Baoshu went out to fight Fu Gai. Fu Gai looked down on him. They fought more than 10 exchanges and still could not separate winner and loser. Suddenly, dust rose behind. The banner with the great character Qin pressed forward. Fu Gai cried out, "How did Qin troops come here?" He hurried to withdraw, but more than half was already lost. Ziqi and Zishi took the chance and pursued more than 50 li. Fu Gai fled back to Ying and reported to the king of Wu, "Qin troops are sharp and cannot be stopped." The king of Wu felt hollow inside. Sun Wu advised, "Weapons can be used, but not for long. Chu is vast. The people may not accept Wu. I already urged you to set up Mi Sheng to calm the people. I feared today. Now it is better to send envoys to make peace with Qin, let King Zhao return, and have Chu cede borderland to Wu. Then both sides gain. If we cling to Chu's palace and hold out long, the Chu people will resist even more. Then we meet Qin, like tigers and wolves. We may not avoid loss." Wu Yuan also understood that King Zhao could not be caught. He agreed. The king of Wu was about to nod, but Bo Pai struck his chest. "Our army broke Chu all the way and took Ying in 5 battles. Now we see Qin and we retreat. How can that be? Give me 10,000 elite troops. I will make the Qin army return without a single piece of armor. If I do not win, I accept punishment." The king of Wu was provoked and hardened again. Sun Wu and Wu Yuan urged him, but it was useless. Bo Pai left the city and met the enemy. He saw the Chu line not neat and beat the drum to charge. He ran straight into Zishi. Bo Pai cursed, "You just fled for your life and now you want to turn it around?" Zishi cursed back, "Traitor who betrayed his state. You still have the face to see me?" Bo Pai chased in rage. Zishi pretended to lose and lured him deep. 2 li ahead, ambush forces rose together. On the left, Shen Juliang. On the right, Wei Yan, attacked from both sides. In the middle, the Qin generals Zipu and Zihu smashed through the formation. The Wu army was cut into 3 sections. Bo Pai charged again and again but could not break out. Wu Yuan arrived and fought desperately to rescue him. Out of 10,000, fewer than 2,000 returned. Bo Pai bound himself and asked for punishment. Sun Wu spoke low to Wu Yuan. "This man relies on old merit and grows arrogant. He will bring disaster in the end. Better behead him by army law. But Wu Yuan said, he has much old merit. Also, the enemy is before our eyes. We cannot execute a general now. So he begged exemption for him. Qin troops pressed toward Ying. The king of Wu ordered Fu Gai and Prince Shan to hold Ying, while he camped at Jinan. Wu Yuan held Mill City, Bo Pai held Donkey City. As two horns, he also urgently asked Tang and Kai for aid. Zishi then advised the Qin general Zipu. Wu uses Ying as a nest. The city is strong and hard to bite. If Tang and Sai come again to help Wu, it will be worse. Better draw troops first and strike Tang. If Tang falls, Kai will fear and guard itself, and it will not dare send troops. Then we can focus on Wu. Zipu followed it. He and Zishi attacked Tang at night and killed Duke Jing of Tang. Duke Ai of Qi was scared out of his wits and never dared help Wu again. Fu Gai relied on his great merit in breaking Chu, but he suffered at the Yi River and was changed to city defense. He felt unwilling inside. He thought in secret, Wu uses the system that the younger brother can succeed after the elder brother. If Heilu dies, I can inherit. But he already set up the Crown Prince Bo, so I have no hope. Better use the time when the main army is outside. I will return and seize the throne and call myself king. So he led his own troops out of the east gate of Ying, crossed the Han, and returned to Wu. He lied, saying, the king of Wu is defeated and dead. He set himself as king. He ordered Zifu Zhang to guard the Huai River and cut Heilu's return road. Crown Prince Bo and Zhuan Yi raised troops to resist him. Fu Gai then sent envoys to borrow Yue troops, promising that after success he would cede 5 cities. On the Wu side, Heilu was worried because Qin destroyed Tang. Then a report came. Fu Gai returned to Wu on his own. Wu Yuan decided at once. He will rebel. The king of Wu asked for strategy. Wu Yuan said, Fu Gai is not the main fear. The fear is you taking the chance. We should return quickly. First calm the internal chaos. So Heilu left Sun Wu and Wu Yuan to hold Ying, and he returned by water with Bo Pai. Not far into the journey, an urgent letter from Crown Prince Bo arrived. Fu Gai calls himself king. He also colludes with Yu and the border is attacked. The capital of Wu is in danger. Heilu cried out in shock. It is exactly as Zishu predicted. He immediately sent fast orders back to Ying to dispatch troops. He also sent orders along the river. Abandon Fu Gai and return, and your posts will be restored. Delay, and you will be beheaded. Fu Gai's men turned on him one after another. Fu Gai tried to force the people to serve, but the people heard that the true king of Wu was still alive, and all hid away. Fu Gai had to face the fight with a lone force. When the two armies met, Heilu asked in anger, we are real brothers, why did you betray me? Fu Gai sneered, you killed King Liao, was that not betrayal? Heilu raged and ordered Bo Pai to seize him. The Wu army surrounded and attacked. Fu Gai had too few and could not resist. He fled in defeat. Fu Zong prepared a boat and ferried him across the river. He ran north to the state of Song. Heilu returned to the capital to calm the people, and he discussed defense against Yue with Crown Prince Bo. At this time, Sun Wu was ordered to withdraw. He discussed the retreat with Wu Yuan. A letter came from Chu. It was from Shen Baoshu. You and your ruler have occupied Ying for 3 seasons and still cannot settle Chu. Heaven does not wish Chu to perish. You vowed to overturn Chu, and I vowed to restore Chu. As friends, we help each other succeed, not harm each other. You do not exhaust Wu's power, and I also do not exhaust Qin's strength. Wu Yuan read it and said to Sun Wu, we broke Chu, burned the ancestral temples, whipped a corpse, and lived in their palaces. Revenge to this point is already bitter enough. Qin only won one part against us. Our main strength is not broken. The art of war says advance when it is possible, and retreat when you know it is hard. Chu does not yet know that Wu has urgent trouble at home. I think we should retreat now. Sun Wu said, we can retreat, but do not retreat empty. Set conditions. Make Chu welcome back Prince Sheng. Wu Yuan agreed. He wrote back to Shen Baosu. The meaning was that King Ping drove out his son and killed loyal ministers, and he was furious and reached this point. Now he is willing to act like Duke Huan of Qi and Duke Mu of Qin, and not covet land. He only asks that Chu welcome back Prince Sheng, the son of Crown Prince Jian, to return and carry sacrifices. Then he will withdraw. Shen Baosu passed the message to Zishi. Zishi said, setting up the Crown Prince is also what I wish. So he sent envoys to welcome Prince Sheng. Shen Zhuliang opposed it. The Crown Prince was already abolished. Sheng is our enemy. Why raise a future disaster? Zishi said, Sheng is only an ordinary man. What harm can he do to Chu? So he summoned him back under King Zhao's name and promised him a great city. With conditions settled, Sun Wu and Wu Yuan withdrew with carts full of gold and jade. They also moved 10,000 households from Chu into Wu to fill Wu lands. Wu Yuan then took the land route to seek his old benefactors Dong Gong and Huang Funei. Their thatched hut was empty, and the people were gone. He sighed. True high men. When he reached Zhaoguan, there were no guards. He stared for a long time and ordered the pass burned. When he passed Liyang and the Lai River again, he remembered the woman who once gave him food. She feared gossip and jumped into the river to die. He found the great stone where he had written words. The characters were still there, but he did not know her family. So he ordered gold to be sunk into the river. If the underworld has knowledge, let her know I did not break my vow. Not far away, he saw an old woman crying. He asked why. The old woman said her daughter was 30 and unmarried. She once gave food at the Lai River to a fallen nobleman and then jumped into the river. She heard that man was Wu Zixu, and now he won great victory but never repaid, so she cried. The soldiers quickly said, "The general already sank gold into the river as repayment. He just did not find your home." When the old woman heard this, she actually fished up the gold and took it away. From then on, the river was called Tojin Lai, the Ford of Cast Gold. When the ruler of Yue, Yuncheng, heard that Sun Wu and the others returned to Wu, he judged he could not win. He also withdrew troops and called himself King of Yue. The king of Wu judged merit and put Sun Wu first, but Sun Wu firmly refused office and asked to return to Luofu. Wu Yuan went to persuade him. Sun Wu only said, "Heat goes and cold comes. Spring returns and autumn arrives. When the king grows strong, pride and pleasure will come. If one does not withdraw after success, there will be later trouble. I not only protect myself, I also want to protect you." Wu Yuan did not believe it. Sun Wu left freely. The king of Wu gave him gold and silk, and he scattered it to the poor along the road. After that, no one knew where he went. The king of Wu appointed Wu Yuan as chancellor, and Bo Pai as grand steward. The Chang Gate was renamed the Gate of Breaking Chu. In the south, they built Shaimen Pass to guard against Yue. In Yue, Fan Li also built Guling at the mouth of the Zhejiang River to resist. On the Chu side, Zixi and Ziqi returned to Ying to gather the bones of King Ping and repair the ancestral temples. They also sent Shen Baoshu to escort King Zhao from Sui by boat. King Zhao swore an alliance with the Marquis of Sui that they would not invade each other. The Marquis of Sui personally escorted him to the boat. King Zhao returned down the river. In his heart, it felt like he had picked up his life again. Suddenly he saw a red mass floating on the water, as large as a doe. They fished it up and cut it open. It was sweet and fragrant. He shared it with the ministers and said, "This fruit has no name. When someone recognizes it, name it." When they reached Yuncheng, he said, "I was robbed here before. We must not forget." He ordered Doshin to build a small city for travelers to rest. Zixi and Ziqi went 50 li out of the city to welcome King Zhao. When they entered Ying, they saw bones across the fields and palaces in ruin. King Zhao wept. When he entered the palace, he first saw his mother Bo Ying. Mother and son faced each other and cried loudly. King Zhao choked. The ancestral temples were burned, and the tombs were insulted. When will this hatred be repaid? Bo Ying advised, "First make rewards and punishments clear. Comfort the people. When the state's strength returns, then plan revenge." King Zhao knelt and accepted. The next day he sacrificed at the ancestral temples and viewed the tombs. Back in court, he thanked all ministers. "Losing the state was my one man's fault. Restoring the state was the merit of all of you." He first rewarded the Qin generals heavily and gave gifts to the Qin army on its return. Then he judged merit. Zixi became Lingyan, and Ziqi became Left Yin. King Zhao wanted to appoint Shen Baosu as Right Yin. Shen Baosu refused. "I sought troops for my ruler, not for myself. Now that the ruler has returned, my will is fulfilled. How can I ask for reward?" King Zhao forced him to accept rank. Shen Baosu then took his wife and children and disappeared into deep mountains, never coming out again. King Zhao could not find him and wrote on his gate, "The gate of a loyal minister." King Zhao also appointed Wang Sun Youyu as Right Yin. "At Yunzheng you blocked the spear for me. I do not forget." The rest, Shen Zhuliang, Zhongjian, Songmu, Dou Xing, Dou Chao, Wei Yan, and others were all granted higher rank. Du Huai once wanted to assassinate King Zhao at Yun. Zixi said letting him go unpunished was already mercy. But King Zhao said he sought revenge for his father. He is a filial son. If he can be filial, how hard is it for him to be loyal? He also granted him the rank of grandee. Lan Yingwei came to court. King Zhao remembered the insult at Chengju Ford, where he refused to carry him and wanted to execute him. Lan Yingwei spoke directly. Nang Hua abandoned virtue and planted hatred, and that is why he was defeated at Boju. Do you also want to learn from him? Between a small boat at Chengju Ford and the palaces of Ying, which is more stable? That day I refused to carry you as a warning. Today I came only to see whether you regret and awaken. If you do not reflect on how you lost the state, and instead punish me, my death is nothing. What is sad is that the ancestral temples are not yet secure. Zixi urged King Zhao to pardon him as a lesson to remember. King Zhao pardoned him and still used him as a grandee. When the ministers saw the king could accept advice, all were glad. Chu's consorts had been humiliated by Helu and felt shame to face King Zhao. Many hanged themselves. Yue came to congratulate Chu's restoration and married the eldest daughter of Yue to King Zhao as his new wife. King Zhao also remembered that Jimi shared hardship with him and wanted to choose a husband for her. Jimi said, "A woman should not be close to men. Zhongjin carried me on his back. He is my husband. How can I marry again?" So King Zhao married Jimi to Zhongjin and appointed Zhongjin as Minister of Music. He also built a temple for Sun Shu Ao at Yunzhong. Ying was broken, and Wu troops had long used familiar roads. So Zixi rebuilt a new capital at Yi, called New Ying. At the banquet in the new palace, the musician Huzi held his zither and stepped forward. "I have a piece called Kyongnu. I wish to play it." The sound was sorrowful. King Zhao understood it and tears fell. He dismissed the banquet at once. From then on he worked diligently, reduced punishments, lightened taxes, gathered talent, trained troops, repaired passes, and strengthened defenses. Prince Sheng returned to Chu. He was titled Lord Bai and built Bai Lord City. Sheng then took Bai as his family name. Fu Gai heard that King Zhao was tolerant, and he also returned from Song. King Zhao granted him Tangxi, and he was called the Tangxi clan. Zixi wanted to attack Sai for revenge. King Zhao said, "The state has just stabilized. We must not tire the people." Later, after King Zhao rested and restored strength, he gradually repaid the wrongs with Dun and Hu. He besieged Kai and moved its state. Chu then slowly recovered step by step. And here the story turns again. Chu has returned, Wu has withdrawn, and the old grudges are still alive. When King Zhao stands in the ruins of Ying and asks, "When will this hatred be repaid? Will the next blade fall from Wu, from Yu, or from within Chu itself?" Duke Jing of Qi saw that Jin could no longer control the other lords, and it also could not lead a campaign against Chu. That only made him more anxious. He thought, "Then I will sit in the seat of alliance leader." So he pulled Wei and Zheng to his side and declared himself the alliance leader. Lu was in even worse chaos. Duke Zhao of Lu was driven out by Jisun Yiru. Duke Jing of Qi wanted Duke Zhao to return, but Jisun refused no matter what. Duke Zhao then went to beg Jin. But Sun Li, the powerful minister of Jin, had taken Jisun's bribes, and he would not even open the gate. Duke Zhao became so desperate that he finally died in a foreign land. Jisun Yiru took advantage of it. He removed the crown prince Yan and Wuren, and he set up Duke Zhao's concubine Sun Song as ruler. That was Duke Ding of Lu. Jisun was close with Sun Li, so Lu listened to Jin and not to Qi. Duke Jing of Qi was furious and sent Guosha again and again to raid Lu. Lu could only stare and endure. Before long, Jisun Yiru died. His son Jisun Si took his place, and people called him Ji Kangzi. Lu had long been carved up by the three great clans, Ji, Meng, and Shu. On the surface it looked like three powers balanced each other, but in truth the local retainers were even harsher. They held the land in their own hands, and even their lords could not command them. The Ji clan held the fief of Bi. The city governor, Gongshan Bunu, was the most overbearing. The Meng clan held Cheng, with its governor Gonglian Yang. The Shu clan held Hao, with its governor Gong Ruo Miao. The walls of all three cities were reinforced by those governors themselves, as solid as a capital. The Ji clan also had a retainer named Yang Hu. He was tall, strong, and both crafty and cruel. At first, Jisun Si treated him as a trusted man and let him manage the household. But the more Yang Hu managed, the more power he took, until he ended up controlling the Ji clan instead. With retainers choking him inside and Qi troops harassing him outside, the Ji clan suffered on both sides. At this time, Lu also had a man of the Wenren clan named Xiao Zhengmao. He had vast learning and a sharp tongue, and all three clans honored him. But he was two-faced. When he met the three clans, he praised them for supporting the ruler and saving the state. When he met Yang Hu's circle, He praised them for putting the public above the private. He stirred tension from top to bottom, yet everyone believed he stood on their side. Now speak of Mengsun Wuji. His elders admired the reputation of Kang Zhongni, and they had their son study ritual under him. Kang Zhongni's personal name was Chu, and his courtesy name was Zhongni. His birth came with many strange signs. His mother Zheng Zai dreamed of the Black Emperor, who said, "The son of a sage will be born at Kongsang." She also dreamed that the five essences sent a strange beast that spat out a jade record. On it were words saying, "A child of the water essence will inherit the declining Zhou and become the uncrowned king." On the night of birth, a blue dragon guarded the mountain, and a divine woman sprinkled fragrant dew. In this way, Confucius was born in the cave called Kongsang. When Confucius grew up, he was 9 chi and 6 kun tall. People called him the Tall Man. He studied tirelessly and became famous among the lords. Yet the powerful always feared him, and no one truly dared to use him. At that time, Confucius was in Lu. Mengsun Wuji said to Jisun Si, "If you want to calm both internal and external disorder, you must use Confucius." Jisun Si invited Confucius to talk. The more they spoke, the more he was convinced. Just then, someone came to report. In Bi, they dug a well and unearthed a clay jar. Inside, there is something that looks like a sheep. We do not know what it is. Jisun Si wanted to test Confucius, so he said on purpose, "They dug a well and found a dog. What do you think it is?" Confucius shook his head. "It is a sheep, not a dog." Jisun Si asked, "How do you know?" Confucius said, "Mountain spirits are Kui and Wangliang, water spirits are Wangxiang. Things from the earth are called Fenyang. Since it came from the earth, it must be a Fenyang." He added, "It is neither female nor male, it only has the shape." They checked, and indeed they could not tell male from female. Jisun Si sighed. Zhongni's learning truly cannot be matched. He immediately appointed Confucius as steward of Zhongdu. Confucius governed Zhongdu so well that everything fell into order. Duke Jing of Lu then promoted him to Minister of Works. King Zhao of Chu also sent someone to ask about the red fruit that had once been fished from the river. Confucius answered, "That is called Pingqiu." The envoy asked, "How does the master know?" Confucius said, "I once heard a children's rhyme. It says, the king of Chu crossed the river and found Pingqiu as large as a doe and red like the sun. He split it and tasted it sweet like honey. He also said duckweed has no roots, yet it bears a great fruit. It is rare once in hundreds or thousands of years. It is a sign that what is scattered will gather again, and what declines will rise again. You can congratulate the king of Chu." In the 19th year of King Jing of Zhou, Yang Hu was ready to seize power. He drew in Shu Sunzhe and Gongshan Bunyu and planned it like this. First kill Jisun Si and let Gongshan take his place. Then remove Shu Sunzhou Chu and let Shu Sunjie take his place. Then Yang Hu himself would sit in Mengsun Wuji's position. Yang Hu first tried to pull Confucius in as a helper. He sent hints, and Confucius ignored them. Then Yang Hu sent him a steamed suckling pig. Confucius saw through it. "He wants me to go thank him so he can meet me." So Confucius had a disciple slip a thank you note inside the door while Yang Hu was out, and then they left at once. Confucius also quietly warned Mengsun Wuji, "Yang Hu will cause chaos. He will start with the Ji clan. Prepare early." Mengsun Wuji immediately built a house outside the south gate. He set fences all around and picked 300 strong men who pretended to be workers but were truly guards. Confucius also notified Gonglian Yang, the governor of Qing, "If there is an emergency, bring troops to rescue at once." After the autumn 8th month sacrifice at the ancestral temple, Yang Hu held a banquet and invited Jisun Si. Jisun Si got into his chariot. Yang Hu guided in front, and his younger brother Yang Yue pressed from behind. The driver was Lin Chu, an old client of the Ji clan. Jisun Si asked in a low voice, "Can you drive the chariot to the Mengsun house?" Lin Chu nodded. Once they reached the main street, Lin Chu lashed the horses and rushed straight to the south gate. Yang Yu roared behind, "Pull the reins." Lin Chu did not listen. Yang Yue knocked an arrow and shot, but missed. He then tried to chase, but his whip fell to the ground. By the time he picked it up, they were already gone. Jisun Si burst into the Mengsun house, shut the fence, and shouted, "Mengsun, save me." 300 strong men were hidden behind the gate. Yang Yue brought men and stormed in. Arrows flew together, and Yang Yue was hit by several arrows and fell dead on the spot. Yang Hu turned his head and saw the chariot was gone. He rushed back and asked passers-by, "Did you see the chancellor's chariot?" They said, "The horses were startled, it went out the south gate." Just then, Yang Yue's men also fled back. Yang Hu finally learned his brother was dead and that Jisun was hiding in the Mengsun new compound. Yang Hu went mad. He rushed into the palace and kidnapped Duke Ding of Lu. On the way, he also seized Shusun Zhou. He brought palace guards to attack the Mengsun house. After a long assault, he could not break through, so he ordered the fence burned. Jisun Si's face turned pale. Mengsun Wuji pointed to the sky and said, "Do not panic. The relief troops from Chang will arrive at once." As he spoke, Gonglian Yang charged in from the east and shouted, "Do not touch my lord. Gonglian Yang is here." Yang Hu met him and they fought more than 50 exchanges. Gonglian Yang began to falter. Suddenly, Shusun Zhou shouted from behind, "Yang Hu is defeated." He turned and ran off with Duke Ding, and the palace guards scattered with him. Mengsun Wuji seized the moment and charged out. A Ji clan retainer named Shan Yue also arrived. Yang Hu had too few men and could only retreat to guard Huanyang Pass. The three forces attacked together. Yang Hu burned the gate, broke out, and fled to Qi. When Yang Hu reached Qi, he offered the fields of Huanyang to Duke Jing of Qi and wanted to borrow troops to attack Lu. But the Qi minister Bao Guo advised, "Lu already uses Confucius. Do not clash with them head-on. Better seize Yang Hu, return the land, and show goodwill to Confucius." So Duke Jing first imprisoned Yang Hu. Later, Yang Hu escaped from Qi. Duke Jing feared Lu would blame him for sheltering a rebel, so he wrote a letter to explain. He also invited Duke Ding of Lu to meet at Jigu Mountain for an alliance to repair relations. The three clans of Lu discussed it. Mengsun Wuji said, "Qi people are full of tricks. My lord should not go." Jisun Si said, "Qi wants peace. We cannot refuse." Duke Ding asked, "Who will protect me?" Mengsun Wuji answered, "No one but my teacher Confucius." Confucius presided over the ritual protocol. Before leaving, he told Duke Ding, "If there is civil ceremony, there must also be military readiness. Please assign the left and right simas to accompany you." Duke Ding obeyed. Shen Jushu served as right sima and Yue Qi as left sima. Each brought 500 war chariots. He also ordered Ziwu Huan to bring 300 chariots and camp 10 li away. On Jigu Mountain, the Qi tent was on the right and the Lu tent was on the left. At night, the Qi minister Li Mi proposed a scheme to Duke Jing. "Tomorrow, present music. Release 300 men of Lai to rush the steppes, seize the Duke of Lu, also seize Confucius, then use war chariots to scatter the Lu men. It is better than raising an army." Duke Jing said, "Will you not consult the chancellor?" Li Mi urged, "Yan Ying is close with Confucius. If he knows, it will ruin it. Let me do it." Duke Jing nodded. "Be careful." The next day, they ascended the platform and bowed. Duke Jing said, "I prepared music from many places. Let us enjoy it together." When the drums sounded, more than 300 Lai men rushed up with flags, spears, blades, and shields, shouting and whistling as they charged the steps. Duke Ding's face changed. Confucius stepped forward, clasped his hands, and said to Duke Jing, "When two rulers meet for alliance, they should use the rights of the central states. Why perform the music of outer tribes? Please order them to withdraw." Yan Ying also said, "Confucius speaks correct ritual." Duke Jing felt ashamed and immediately ordered the Lai men driven down. Li Mi's plan failed. He then secretly ordered the musicians to sing the song called Beiga to shame Lu. He also had dwarf performers dress as men and women and sing obscene lines while making a ruckus. Confucius put his hand on his sword and stared at Duke Jing. "A common man toys with the lords. The crime deserves death. I ask the Sima to enforce the law." Duke Jing said nothing, and the performers still laughed. Confucius said coldly, "Since our two states are like brothers, Lu Sima is also Qi's Sima." He then flicked his sleeve and shouted, "Shen Jushu, Yue Qi." The two generals leaped onto the platform. Each seized one leader left and right, and they beheaded them on the spot. The rest scattered in terror. Duke Jing's heart went cold. Li Mi did not dare block further. He also saw the Lu camp 10 li away, so he could only retreat. Back at camp, Duke Jing scolded Li Mi, "I wanted peace, but you staged a barbarian farce and made hatred instead." Yan Ying seized the moment and advised, "If you want to apologize, do it with substance." The 3 parcels of land at Wenyang, Huan, Yun, and Guiyin were originally Lu land. Better return them all. Duke Jing agreed and immediately returned the 3 lands. In name, it returned to Lu, but in fact, it fell into the hands of the Ji clan. Jisun Si was grateful to Confucius. He built a city at Guiyin called Xie City to express thanks. He also promoted Confucius to Minister of Justice. Soon, a strange bird flew to the border of Qi and Lu. It had a black body, a white neck, a long beak, and only one leg. It flapped in the fields. Jisun Sai asked Confucius, Confucius said, "This bird is called Shangyang. When Shangyang dances, there will surely be heavy rain. Qi and Lu are connected. Prepare quickly." Jisunxi at once ordered the people of Wenyang to repair dikes and reinforce houses. 3 days later, there was indeed a great storm, and the Wen River flooded. Lu was prepared and suffered no harm. When Duke Jing of Qi heard, he treated Confucius even more like a god. Jisunxi asked again, "Yang Hu is gone, but Gongshan Bunyu is still overbearing. What should we do?" Confucius said, "First set the rights and institutions right. A minister must not hide weapons privately. A grandee must not build high walls on his own. Tear down the walls of the 3 fief cities and collect the weapons. Then rebellious hearts will be cut off." Jisunxi told the Meng and Shu clans. Mengsun Wuji said, "If it benefits the state, I can give it up." Xiao Zhengmao envied Confucius gaining power. In secret, he sent letters to Gongshan Bunyu. Gongshan Bunyu wanted to borrow Confucius's reputation. He sent gifts and wrote a letter inviting him. Confucius asked Duke Ding, "I wish to go alone and persuade him to turn back so we can avoid war." Duke Ding would not allow it. "The state is full of trouble, we rely entirely on you." Confucius returned the gifts and rejected the letter. Gongshan Bunyu grew angry. He urged Gonglian Yang of Cheng and Gong Ruo Miao of Hao to rise in arms, but both refused. In Ho, the master of horses Ho Fan had long harbored rebellion. He even ordered the grooms to kill Gong Ruo Miao and set himself up as the governor of Ho. Shusun Zhou and Mengsun Wuji joined forces and besieged Ho. They could not take it for a long time, and Zhou wanted to go to Qi to seek aid. Inside the city, the Shu clan retainer Si Qi pretended to surrender to Ho Fan. Si Qi advised him, "Better offer Ho to Qi. Qi will reward you heavily." Ho Fan was overjoyed and sent envoys to Qi. Duke Jing of Qi asked Yan Ying, "Shusun asks me to attack Ho, and Ho Fan offers Ho to surrender. What should we do?" Yan Ying said, "We just made peace with Lu. How can we accept the land of a rebel? We should help Shusun." But Duke Jing laughed. "How is Shusun's private land? Their internal fight benefits Qi." He sent Tian Rangzhu to station at the border and watch. Whoever won, Qi would support that side. Si Qi then urged Ho Fan to send more troops to guard the gates for self-defense. Then he turned around and shot a secret letter out of the city to Zhou, saying that 8 or 9 parts inside were already arranged. A few days later, a Qi envoy returned with news. Qi has agreed. Si Qi immediately spread rumors. Ho Fan will move the people of Ho to Qi. Qi troops will arrive soon. The people heard they would be forced to leave their homes. Fury exploded. At night, Si Qi had his men cry through the city, "Qi troops are here. Move within 3 days." The people wept and gathered at Ho Fan's gate. Someone discovered that armor and weapons were piled at the back gate. They seized the weapons and surrounded the residence. The city guards also turned. Si Qi ran to report, "The whole city has rebelled. I am willing to lead troops to suppress them." Ho Fan sobered halfway and sighed. Avoiding disaster is best. So Si Qi went out and told the people, "Make a path for Ho Fan to leave. If he leaves, the Qi troops will not come." The people truly let him pass. Si Qi escorted Ho Fan's family out the east gate, then turned around and led Lu troops into the city to calm it. Mengsun Wuji wanted to chase Ho Fan, but Si Qi said, "I promised him he would not be killed," so it ended there. Ho was pacified. Its wall was immediately lowered by 3 Qi. Si Qi was appointed governor of Ho. Ho Fan fled to Qi. Tian Rangzhu saw the matter was settled and withdrew back. When Gongshan Bunyu heard Hao was in turmoil, he clapped and shouted, "The Ji clan stands alone now." He immediately mobilized Bai troops and marched to Kufu. Shusun Jie would open the city gate from inside. Duke Ding urgently summoned Confucius. Confucius said, "Our troops are weak and cannot block them. Quickly go to the Ji clan house to take shelter." Duke Ding's chariot rushed to the Ji clan compound. The high terrace was strong. Shen Jushu and Yue Qi arrived. Confucius ordered Jisunxi to hand over all hidden weapons to the Simas. He placed troops on the left and right of the high terrace and had Duke Ding's men stand in front. Gongshan Bunyu and Shusunzhe wanted to use the slogan, "Support the public house and restrain private clans." They first went to the palace to find Duke Ding, but learned he was already at the Ji clan house. So they turned back and attacked the Ji compound. In a few strikes, they scattered Duke Ding's front line. Then shouting rose from both sides. Shen Jushu and Yu Qi attacked from left and right. Confucius supported Duke Ding on the terrace and shouted loudly, "My lord is here. Can you still not tell loyalty from rebellion? Lay down your weapons, and past deeds will not be pursued." The Bi troops had long feared Confucius's reputation. They threw down weapons and kowtowed. Gongshan Bunyu and Shu Sunja had no choice but to flee to Wu. After Hao and Bi were pacified, Jisun Si also ordered the Bi wall lowered back to its old standard. Then it was Cheng's turn. Gonglian Yang asked Xiao Zhengmao. Xiao Zhengmao taught him to evade. Cheng is the north gate. It defends against Qi troops. I would rather die than move a brick or a span of earth. Gonglian Yang followed it and stood on the wall in armor to resist the order. When Confucius heard, he smiled. This is not Gonglian Yang's words. It must be taught by that Wenren Xiao Zhengmao. Jisun Si respected Confucius even more and allowed him to act in place of the chancellor's authority. But Xiao Zhengmao kept twisting Confucius's opinions in the dark and confusing people. So Confucius secretly reported to Duke Ding, Lu does not rise because loyalty and treachery are not distinguished, and rewards and punishments are not clear. To protect young shoots, you must pull weeds. Please bring out the axes and halberds of the Grand Temple and set them beside the hall. Duke Ding said, Good. The next day, the ministers discussed whether Cheng's wall should be lowered. Confucius judged the case. Xiao Zhengmao first pretended to agree and listed 6 benefits, speaking with great pride. Confucius shouted in the court, Xiao Zhengmao is wrong, Gonglian Yang is loyal to the ruler. How is that arrogance? Xiao Zhengmao uses clever speech to disorder government and split ruler and minister. By law, he should be executed. The ministers still pleaded for Xiao Zhengmao. Confucius said in a deep voice, His words are clever and his actions are dangerous. He shows one face inside and one face outside, and he confuses hearts. If he is not killed, the court order cannot be corrected. I am Minister of Justice. I ask to enforce the law. He immediately ordered guards to bind Xiao Zhengmao and drag him out of the hall, and he was beheaded in one stroke. After Xiao Zhengmao died, Confucius's orders finally truly went through. Discipline was rebuilt, ritual and duty stood up, and the people gradually regained shame and honesty. In only 3 months, Lu's customs changed greatly. Traders did not cheat, men and women took separate paths on the road, no one picked up lost goods, and at night doors were not shut. Travelers from the 4 directions had food and lodging without worry. People even sang in the streets. Robes and patterned caps come to where I dwell. Patterned caps and robes comfort me with no selfishness. The song spread to Qi. Duke Jing of Qi heard it and felt alarm. He blurted out, My state may end up being swallowed by Lu. Not long after the alliance meeting at Jiagu Mountain, Yan Ying of Qi fell ill and died. Duke Jing of Qi cried for several days. After the crying, he grew even more uneasy, because there was no one in court who could truly replace Yan Ying. And then he heard that in Lu, Confucius was assisting Duke Ding of Lu, and Lu had suddenly become well-ordered. The more Duke Jing thought about it, the more frightened he became. He blurted out, with Confucius by his side, the Duke of Lu will surely aim for hegemony, and once he aims for hegemony, he will want land. Qi and Lu are so close, does that not mean disaster is right at my door? Li Mi clasped his hands beside him. If my lord is worried that Lu is using Confucius, why not find a way to stop it at the source? Duke Jing frowned. They just handed state affairs to Confucius. How can I stop it? Li Mi lowered his voice and smiled. When a state becomes peaceful and safe, it is easiest for rulers to fall into pride, luxury, and desire. My lord can choose beautiful girls who sing and dance well, and send them to Lu. If the Duke of Lu accepts them, his heart will be pulled by pleasure and beauty, and he will grow lazy about governing. He will also distance himself from Confucius. Once Confucius is neglected, he will surely leave Lu. Then my lord can finally sleep in peace. Duke Jing heard this and immediately beamed. He gave an order at once. They selected 80 palace maids under 20 years old, divided them into 10 groups, dressed them in bright clothes, and made them practice singing and dancing every day. The dance music was called Kang Lei. They also selected 120 fine horses in many colors. From far away, they looked like a band of clouds and rosy mist. When everything was ready, Duke Jing sent envoys to deliver the gifts to Lu. The envoys arrived outside the south gate of Lu's capital and set up 2 decorated tents. In the east tent, they displayed the horses. In the west tent, they presented the singing and dancing girls. They first delivered the state letter into the palace. Duke Ding of Lu opened it. The meaning was this. The Duke of Qi had offended Lu at the Jiagu Alliance meeting and still felt ashamed. So he specially sent 10 groups of singing girls and 30 teams of fine horses as a small token of apology. But before the letter had even warmed in his hands, Lu's chancellor Jisun Si had already heard the news. These days he had grown used to peace, and he had long wanted some pleasure. When he heard Qi had sent a huge group of beautiful girls who could sing and dance, he could not sit still. He changed into plain clothes at once and secretly went out the south gate with his close men. In the west tent, they were rehearsing. The singing rose, the sleeves turned, and the 10 groups rotated in order. It was so dazzling it hurt the eyes. Jisung-si stood there staring, as if his hands and feet had turned soft. That same day, Duke Ding summoned him 3 times. Yet he could not pull himself away because he was watching the performance. He did not enter the palace until the next day. Duke Ding showed him the state letter. After Jisung-si read it, he said, "The Duke of Qi shows goodwill. We cannot refuse." Duke Ding was tempted too. He asked, "Where are the performers? Can we go see them first?" Jisung-si quickly said, "They are outside the south gate. If my lord wishes to see them, I will accompany you. But it is best not to alarm the officials. Changing into plain clothes would be safer." The ruler and minister changed clothes. Each rode in a small carriage and went straight to the south gate. The news spread at once. The Duke of Lu is personally going to see the performers. The Qi envoys hurried to instruct them. Put in more effort. So the singing grew sweeter and the dancing grew more bold. Duke Ding and Jisung-si watched with delight and could not bear to leave. Someone also praised the fine horses in the east tent. Duke Ding waved his hand. "This side is already the peak. There is no need to see the horses." That night Duke Ding tossed and turned in the palace, with music ringing in his ears. Early the next morning he feared the ministers would gossip, so he summoned only Jisung-si into the palace. The 2 of them quietly wrote a reply letter to thank Qi. And they took out 100 yi of gold to reward the Qi envoys. After that, they brought the performers into the palace. 30 were given to Jisung-si. The fine horses were also assigned to special keepers. From that day on, Duke Ding and Jisung-si enjoyed their own shares. In the daytime, there was song and dance. At night, there was indulgence on the bed. For 3 days in a row, they did not hold court. When Confucius heard it, he let out a long sigh. Zilu could not hold back. "My lord has become like this. Master, you might as well leave." Confucius shook his head. "The day to sacrifice to heaven outside the city is near. As long as the great rites are not abandoned, Lu still has one thin thread of hope." But on the day of the sacrifice, Duke Ding finished the ritual and then hurried back to the palace at once. He did not even attend court. By ritual rule, the sacrificial meat should be distributed to the ministers. The officer in charge of distribution knocked at the palace gate to ask for it. Duke Ding pushed it onto Jisung-si. Jisung-si pushed it onto his household retainers. Confucius returned from outside the city and waited until night. He did not see even a single piece of sacrificial meat. He sighed again and said to Zilu, "My way of governing the state may not work here. This is fate." He then touched his zither and sang a few lines, packed his luggage, and left Lu. Zilu and Ran Yu also resigned and followed him. Confucius first went to Wei. Duke Ling of Wei welcomed him into the palace and asked eagerly, "Does the master understand marching formations and battle arrays?" Confucius answered, "I have not studied that." He left the next day. He passed through Kuang and Song. The people of Kuang hated Yang Hu. When they saw Confucius looked like Yang Hu, they thought the enemy had returned, and they surrounded the master and disciples tightly. Zilu wanted to fight. Confucius held him back. "I have no grudge with the people of Kuang. They likely mistook me. If we wait, they will scatter." He actually sat down and played the zither. Just then, Duke Ling of Wei sent someone to chase him and invite him back. The people of Kuang realized they were wrong, apologized, and let him go. Confucius returned to Wei again and stayed at the house of the grandee Yuan. Wei's palace was also in disorder. Duke Ling's consort Nanzi was beautiful but unrestrained. In earlier years, she had an ongoing affair with Prince Chao. Duke Ling also favored a handsome man named Mi Zixia. Mi Zixia once ate a peach and pushed the remaining half into Duke Ling's mouth. Duke Ling even praised him in public. "Zixia loves me so much that he would not even keep a peach to himself." The ministers laughed in secret, and Mi Zixia grew even more arrogant under favor. To please Nanzi, Duke Ling often invited Prince Chao into the palace to meet her. Scandal filled the city. The Crown Prince Kuai could not endure it. He sent his retainer Shi Yangsu, planning to assassinate Nancy during a court audience. Nancy noticed and informed Duke Ling. Duke Ling was furious and banished Kuai Kui. Kuai Kui first fled to Song, then to Jin. Duke Ling then made Kuai Kui's son Jie the crown prince. When Confucius returned to Wei again, Nancy wanted to see him, and after seeing him, she instead respected him. One day, Duke Ling traveled in the same carriage with Nancy and had Confucius ride alongside. Someone in the market sang a sharp song. It mocked that the one sharing the carriage was lust, while the one following behind was virtue. Confucius sighed after hearing it. The ruler of Wei loves beauty more than he loves virtue. He turned and left Wei for Song. Under a large tree, he taught his disciples ritual. Huan Tui, the Sima of Song, hated Confucius. He sent men to cut down the tree and also wanted to hunt him down. Confucius had no choice but to flee to Zheng. When he reached the Yellow River, he heard that Zhao Yang of Jin had killed loyal ministers Du Chou and Xun Hua. He lamented, "Even birds and beasts hate those who harm their own kind. How much more should humans hate it?" He then turned back to Wei again. Not long after, Duke Ling of Wei died. The ministers set up Zhou as ruler, and he became Duke Chu of Wei. Kuai Kui borrowed troops from Jin and, together with Yang Hu, attacked and seized Qi city. Jin supported Kuai Kui and Qi supported Zhou. Father and son fought for the state and the chaos shook everything. Confucius loathed such a violation of human bonds. He left Wei for Chen and then wanted to go to Kai. King Zhao of Chu heard that Confucius was between Chen and Kai and sent envoys to recruit him. The grandees of Chen and Kai discussed it and decided, if Chu uses Confucius, our two states will be in danger. So they joined forces and trapped Confucius and his disciples in the wilderness. Confucius went 3 days without food, yet he still played the zither and sang. That night, a strange figure suddenly appeared. He wore black clothes, a tall hat, armor, and carried a spear. His shout shook the hills. Zilu went forward to fight but could not win. Confucius watched for a moment and reminded him, "Strike his ribs." Zilu drove a fist into the ribs. The strange figure fell with a thud and turned into a giant catfish. The disciples were terrified, but Confucius said, "When beasts grow old, a spirit can cling to them. Kill it and that is all." So they cooked the fish to ease their hunger. The disciples were shocked and overjoyed. It truly is a gift from heaven. The Chu envoys came with troops to escort him, and Confucius went to Chu. King Zhao was delighted and wanted to grant him land of 1,000 shi. But the chief minister Zixi immediately advised, "Confucius's fame is too great, and his disciples are all capable. If you give him territory, it would not be hard for him to replace Chu." King Zhao's face changed when he heard it. He was no longer warm toward Confucius. Confucius understood that Chu would not truly employ him, so he returned to Wei again. Duke Chu of Wei wanted to hand state affairs to him, but he declined. At this time, the Lu Chancellor Jisun Fei came to invite Ran Yu back to Lu. Confucius simply returned with them. Lu only gave him the treatment of a retired grandee. From then on, Confucius ended his travels and devoted himself to writing and teaching. On the other side, after King Heilu of Wu broke Chu, his power shook the central states, and he too began to indulge. He built the palace of Changlei and raised a high terrace on Mount Gusu. Later, he remembered that Yue had once helped Fugai rebel against Wu. He also heard that Qi and Chu were exchanging envoys. His anger rose. "Qi and Chu are colluding. That is my great northern trouble." He wanted to attack Qi first and then attack Yue. Wu Zixu advised, "Envoys going back and forth may not harm Wu. Do not act rashly. Crown Prince Bo's main wife has died and he has no new consort. Better first seek a marriage alliance with Qi. If Qi refuses, then it will not be too late to raise troops." Heilu followed the advice and sent Wang Sun Luo to Qi to request a marriage for Crown Prince Bo. At this time, Duke Jing of Qi was old and weak. Only his youngest daughter, Shaojiang, was still unmarried. He could not bear to send her to Wu, but he also feared that refusing Wu would bring soldiers, so he had to agree. Before parting, he wept and sighed. "If Yan Ying or Tian Rongju were still here, how would I be reduced to fearing the men of Wu?" He then told Baomu to escort her. "This is the daughter I love most. For my sake, ask the king of Wu to treat her well." Shaojiang arrived in Wu. She was young. After marrying Crown Prince Bo, she only missed home. She cried until she fell into depression and illness. Heilu pitied her. He built the North Gate Tower with extreme splendor and renamed it the Gate of Gazing toward Qi, so she could climb it every day and look north. But the more she looked, the less she could see Qi, and her illness grew worse. Before dying, she said to Crown Prince Bo, "Bury me on the peak of Mount Yu. If my soul still knows, perhaps I can still see Qi." Crown Prince Bo did as she asked. After Shaojiang died, Crown Prince Bo also fell ill from longing and died not long after. Heilu hesitated over establishing an heir. Crown Prince Bo's first wife had borne a legitimate grandson, Fuchai, who was already 26. Fuchai first went to Wu Zixu and spoke bluntly. "I am the legitimate grandson. The heir must be me. This depends entirely on one sentence from you, Chancellor." Wu Zixu nodded and agreed. Heilu summoned Wu Zixu to discuss it. And Wu Zishu also said, the heir must come from the main line of the principal wife, so disorder will be avoided. The crown prince is dead, but the legitimate grandson Fu Chai remains. He Lu still had doubts. Fu Chai is dull and lacks kindness. I fear he cannot hold Wu together. Wu Zishu replied, Fu Chai keeps faith and has care for others. He is willing to learn ritual and duty. When the father dies, the son succeeds. That is the proper order. Only then did He Lu establish Fu Chai as heir grandson. Fu Chai went to Wu Zixu's house, knelt, and thanked him. In the 24th year of King Jing of Zhou, King Yunchang of Yue died, and Gujian newly took the throne. He Lu wanted to attack while Yue was holding funeral rites. Wu Zishu advised, they are in mourning, to attack is inauspicious, wait. He Lu refused to listen. He personally led 30,000 elite troops south, with Bo Pai, Wang Sun Luo, Zhuan Yi, and others, and faced the Yue army at Jili. The two armies fought fiercely with no clear winner. Gujian said to Zhu Ying, Wu's morale is strong. We must use a trick to disrupt them. He first sent suicide squads to charge 3 times. Wu crossbowmen were steady like iron walls, and the charges could not break in. Zhu Ying quietly said, use criminals to test them. Gujian understood at once. The next day, 300 condemned men came out, stripped, with swords hanging, and lined up before the Wu formation. Their leader shouted, our king of Yue has offended your great state. We are willing to die in his place to apologize. When the words ended, they slit their throats one after another. Blood flowed everywhere. Wu soldiers were stunned and began to whisper to each other. At that moment, Yue drums thundered. The suicide fighters rushed with shields and blades. Wu's ranks wavered. Gujian's main force then surged in. In the melee, Lingu Fu swung his blade and charged in, colliding with He Lu. With one strike, he cut off He Lu's big toe on the right foot, and even the shoe flew off. Zhuan Yi tried to rescue the king and was badly wounded. Wu troops hurriedly withdrew. Yue pursued and killed. More than half of Wang Sun Luo's men were lost. He Lu was old and grievously wounded. He retreated 7 li, gave a long cry, and died. The Wu army escorted the funeral north and withdrew. Fu Chai received the body and took the throne. He buried He Lu outside the gate of Pingqiu at Haiyang Mountain. They cut into the mountain as a tomb chamber. The fish guts dagger was buried with him. 6,000 sets of armor were buried. Gold and jade filled the chamber. After the burial, they killed all the craftsmen. 3 days later, a white tiger appeared on the tomb mound, so the hill was named Tiger Hill. Later, the first emperor of Qin dug the tomb seeking the fish guts dagger and carved it into a deep ravine. That became what people later called Tiger Hill Sword Pool. Zhuan Yi also died and was buried behind the hill. After burying his grandfather, Fu Chai set his eldest son, Yu, as crown prince. He also arranged men in shifts in the courtyard to shout loudly, Fu Chai, have you forgotten that the king of Yu killed your grandfather? Fu Chai answered with tears, no, not for a moment do I dare forget. He then ordered Wu Zishu and Bo Pai to train the navy, bows, and crossbows. When the 3-year mourning was complete, they would attack Yu. In the 26th year of King Jing of Zhou, in the 2nd month, the mourning period ended. Fu Chai reported to the ancestral temple and raised troops. Wu Zishu was the main general, and Bo Pai was his deputy. They attacked Yu by water route from Lake Tai. Gujian summoned his ministers to discuss strategy. Fan Li said, Wu has held its anger for 3 years. Their force is unstoppable. We should withdraw troops and hold fast. Wenzhong said, better apologize and seek peace. After they withdraw, we can plan again. But Gujian slammed the table. If we do not fight, we become soft-boned. So, he gathered 30,000 and met Wu in battle at Zhao Mountain. In the first clash, Yue had a slight advantage and chased a few li, but then ran straight into Fu Chai's main force. Fu Chai stood at the prow of his warship and beat the battle drum himself. A north wind suddenly rose. Wu ships pressed down with the wind. Strong bows and heavy crossbows sent arrows like rain. Yue soldiers faced the wind and could not even open their eyes. They could not withstand it and suffered a great defeat. Lingu Fu overturned and drowned. Shu Han died from an arrow. Gujian fled into Gu City. Wu surrounded the city and blocked the waterways. Fu Chai laughed, within 10 days they will all die of thirst. But on the city walls there was a sacred spring and fish. Gujian caught several hundred fish and sent them over to mock him. Fu Chai was startled. Gujian left Fan Li to defend the city. He himself led the remnants to flee to Mount Kuaiji. When he counted troops, only 5,000 remained. He sighed. For 30 years there has been no defeat like this. I regret not listening to Fan Li and Wen Zhong. Gu City was in danger. Wenzhong offered a plan. Bo Pai is greedy for money and beauty, and he envies the worthy. The king of Wu respects Wu Zixu, yet he is close to Bo Pai. If we cater to Bo Pai and let him lead the peace talk, then even if Wu Zixu wants to stop it, it will be too late. Gu Jian asked, what do we use to bribe him? Wenzhong answered, what the army lacks most is women. Gu Jian immediately ordered his wife to select 8 beauties. He also prepared 20 pairs of white jade discs and 1,000 yi of gold, and sent them to Bo Pai through the night. Bo Pai did not want to see them at first, but when he heard there were gifts, he summoned them at once. Wenzhong knelt and bowed. My lord Gu Jian is young and ignorant. He offended your great state, and he regrets it beyond measure. He wishes for peace and is willing to become a subordinate state. He only fears that your great king will not accept. The Grand Steward has great merit. Outside, you protect Wu, and inside, you are the king's trusted heart. I have come to beg you to speak for my lord. These small gifts are offered first. More will come without end. Bo Pai said coldly, Yue is about to perish. Why fear that everything will not fall to Wu? You bring these scraps to fool me? Wenzhong did not panic. Kuaiji still has 5,000 elite soldiers. If pushed to desperation, they will burn storehouses, kill their wives, throw treasures into the river, and flee to another state to restore later. How can you ensure it all comes to Wu? Even if it comes to Wu, most will enter the royal palace, and the Grand Steward and the generals will not share much. But if you preserve Yue, tribute will come year after year. It will enter the Grand Steward's house first, and the generals cannot seize it. A trapped beast still fights. A battle at the last wall may bring accidents. Bo Pai nodded again and again. Wenzhong then pointed to the gift list. These 8 beauties are from the Yu Palace. If there are even more beautiful women among the people, once my lord returns, he will search again and present them only to the Grand Steward. Bo Pai stood up at once. Tomorrow I will bring you to see the king and persuade him to grant it. He took all the gifts exactly as listed and even treated Wenzhong as an honored guest. The next day, Bo Pai led Wenzhong to see Fu Chai. When Fu Chai heard they sought peace, he roared on the spot, the king of Yue and I cannot share the same sky. How can we make peace? Bo Pai quickly advised, Yue has already bowed its head completely. The king of Yue is willing to be a subordinate. The queen is willing to be a serving concubine. Treasures of gold and jade will all be offered. They only beg to keep one thin line of ancestral incense. If you accept, you gain real profit and also gain the name of benevolence. You gain both name and gain. If you drive them to the edge, Gojian will burn his temples, kill his wife and children, sink treasures, and lead 5,000 men to fight to the death. Can you guarantee there will be no risk? Better than killing Yue is to obtain Yue. Fu Chai was moved. He summoned Wenzhong closer. Wenzhong crawled forward on his knees and spoke even more humbly. Fu Chai asked, if you become a subordinate, are you willing to follow me to Wu? Wenzhong knocked his head to the ground. If we become a subordinate, life and death are at your command. How would I dare not serve at your side? Bo Pai added, let Gojian and his wife enter Wu. In name, it is pardoning Yue. In fact, it is holding Yue in the palm. So Fu Chai agreed and set a date around mid-5th month for Gojian and his wife to enter Wu as subjects. The news reached Wu Zixu's right camp. Wu Zixu rushed to the central command. When he saw Bo Pai and Wenzhong standing beside the king, his face changed at once. Has the king already agreed to peace? Fu Chai said, I have agreed. Wu Zixu cried out, no, no. Wenzhong was so frightened he stepped back. Wu Zixu spoke directly. Wu and you are neighbors. 2 powers cannot stand together. If we cannot destroy you, then you will destroy Wu. Yu's land can be lived on and farmed. Their boats can be ridden, fished from, and used at sea. Such benefit to the state must not be missed. And there is also the great revenge of the former king. If we do not destroy Yue, how can we face our oath? Fu Chai had no words and only looked at Bo Pai. Bo Pai stepped forward and argued back. The Chancellor's hatred with Chu is deeper, yet you allowed Chu to seek peace. Now the King and Queen of Yue are willing to enter Wu and serve. The Chancellor is loyal and kind, yet you want our king to bear the name of harshness and heartlessness? Fu Chai heard this and laughed loudly. The Grand Steward is right. Chancellor, return first. When Yue offers treasure, I will share a portion with you. Wu Zixu's face turned pale with anger. He sighed, I regret not listening to Bailey and working with a treacherous minister. Leaving the tent, he whispered to Wang Sun Xiong, you will gather strength for 10 years, then train for 10 years. Within 20 years, Wu's palace will become a marsh. After saying this, he held back grief and returned to camp. Fu Chai then ordered Wen Zhang to return to Yu to deliver the message. Wen Zhang also requested, "Let my lord return to the capital to gather the treasury, and bring all treasures together when he enters Wu. Please allow a few extra days. If he turns faithless, he still cannot escape your palm." Fu Chai agreed. He sent Wang Sunxiong to escort Wen Zhang back to Yue and supervise Goujian's departure. Fu Chai himself returned first to Wu and let Bo Pai lead 10,000 troops to station at Wu Mountain and wait. If Yu did not arrive by the deadline, they would immediately send troops to destroy Yu. And here is the question. At the moment, Fu Chai believed he had held Yue in the palm. Who was it that had already, quietly, touched the throat of Wu and held it in the palm instead? We will continue next time.
Sky in light, Nua healed the broken heart. Fuxi traced the world's design. Every age leaves stories bright. Yaya dynasty shaped bronze. Shang dynasty cast Qin dynasty forged the great walls. Han dynasty opened Silk Road winds. Three Kingdoms dynasty turned war to tales. Jin dynasty led ink and mountains bloom. Sui dynasty carved the Grand Canal. Leave stories bright. History and myth ignite in endless light. China's history moves in mystery through the night. Footsteps of this land enchant the world in light. Kingdoms dynasty turn war to tales. Qin dynasty led ink and mountains bloom. Sui dynasty carved the Grand Canal. Tang dynasty crowned the world with art. Song dynasty raised learning's flame.